Welcome guys. Cihuy.
Europe's finest storm onto the stage with one mission: payback and a return to a grand final. It's FNATIC!
Oke, FNATIC lawan Paperrex lagi guys. Welcome teman-teman semua ya. Gue lagi di kota, gue cabut dulu lah. Gue lagi RP seru padahal.
No one could have predicted a rematch of this magnitude with this stakes.
Lagi seru gini RP-nya guys, berak.
Let's begin.
Oke, rematch kah guys? Oh, kenapa nih upload gua, Cok? Ntar guys, kayaknya upload gue lagi turu kah? Babi, kenapa nih guys? Sabar guys. Wah, upload gue lagi turu kah guys? Kenapa nih Cok? Ah, berak tiap mau watch.
Absolutely is. Well, it looks like we are ready to get this kicked off, and I mean, it feels like we're already in the
Oke, aman guys. Habis reset PC guys.
One team can move forward, the other will be going home.
Oke, aman ya.
Go ahead, get right into the round. Gonna be Paperrex, a little bit of spam. They're gonna be found there at market, but door can be broken.
Let's go, main pertama, Sunset, Essence, dan Split. Oh my god.
For how they want to approach this round.
Aman ya. Let's go guys.
The sole player directly onto A. You're not too far away as Chronicle on the Cypher. And he's got a lot of util there.
Boleh
to back
PC
up
tadi,
his
Cok.
teammates.
Bit of an odd setup as well. Does have the clone ready to go from backside. Can that push forward here, potentially out of a smoke. We'll just be sending that, but for now it's going to be Nate out of position. Forsaken able to find a first blood here. Chronicle nearby, but wall now being raised. Presence has to be noticed. He tries to break down these segments, but in the meantime, the plan comes through.
Just wants to move that plant so it's opened up on the other side of the wall a little bit for the elbow positioning.
Sunset dulu ya, Paperrex ya.
Shock dart there, not going to connect.
Just trying to whittle away this where possible. Worried about a potential peak. There's the paranoia now coming through. Forsaken trying to scale forward. Shots flying. Forsaken finding a second kill. Something Patman layering in behind his poster now. Stuck in the corner. Cannot fight his way out. Paperrex find the pistol.
And just another example of what makes this composition so difficult to play against. For any opponent that Paperrex is going to be squaring off against is that Sage Wall. It immediately blocks off part of the map, and you can cover to the other side. Yesterday, we saw them do it with opening up the back of site. This time they open up link. So they are going to just create these massive crossfires where they can just gun you down as you attempt to go for your retake, and there is very little other options you have available. It is going to be a shotgun there for Alfier. Kayak with a Sheriff. A couple rifles, a stinger there for Devi. Something just going to, and Patman just going to go for the Ghosts. It's a bit of a weaker buy here for Paperrex.
It's forcing up for the Bucky, something that we were seeing a little bit yesterday as well. Alpha going to be feeling confident in his ability, given the sprint, the slide, the relay bolt. Now backing away. Silent movements now starting to make a little bit of noises. Oh, Forsaken. He's absolutely spotted out Boaster, who thinks he might just have to jump here, but do they read how many other additional players are here on the site? That is going to be the question. For now, they're ignoring him in the smoke, and Kayak strikes. Boaster does get tagged down. Kayak eventually falling. Boaster now swinging out. He's going to be able to find another kill. That's surprising to say the least. The Bucky now still in play. Crashies going to be noted, dealt with. Bucky flying, killing, something dropped. Chronicle finding one, and it's already looking like a potential catastrophe. Here's the swing out of the smoke. Nice. And Forsaken narrowly gets them over the line, but that was a nail biter with just one Vandal being carried over.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a really nice round there for FNATIC, and even though Forsaken gets the read, the assumption here for Paperrex is that Boaster had left that tucked position and use that smoke to move further back towards main. And instead, he had just hung around. Kayak hits an absolute nasty shot onto Devi. Off the rip, Jing able to find the wall bang. Good paranoia there for Forsaken to keep Alpha pinned behind
Jir,
the
low
gen.
banget itu 1 HP guys.
And is going to get the round win. So a little bit of a buy up here for Paperrex. Outlaw in hand.
In the hands of something, not Devi, who has been bringing the snipers to bear quite a bit recently. 3 players at risk with half armor. As for now, it's going to be the orb funneled over to the Jing. It gets halfway towards the showstopper. From the shadows, online already here for Forsaken, but not necessarily going to be the most impactful ultimate. Obviously does have its applications.
Chronicle would be one of the players that could die to the Outlaw, but he's got a ton of util to try to play off of. Stun out from Alpha.
Dart does not come through. Alpha, however, wins the fight. Jing going to be taken down. Bit of damage going to be suffered for there, but now Forsaken trying to keep it forward. Ends up getting caught. Right there into Chronicle's trap. Finds a kill, clear of the trip in the meantime. Patman trying to open things towards this A side, which has been evacuated by FNATIC.
Boaster, though, going to move himself into a position where if Paperrex makes noise, he's going to be able to hear it. He's going to be able to hear that rotate and call for his forces to move. Going to lose the battle against something, though.
Does he suspect this second player here, Crashies? Just around the corner, something playing this slowly. Looks like he will take the optimal path, rotates back through the spawn, or at least peeking in towards B main. Crashes on the prowl, but so too is Patman. But they clear the corner, something going to be snappy with it, able to find one. Patman is now finding Kayak, and suddenly Paperrex are right back into this one. The heal immediately coming through. Patman back up to full HP. So we're going to run back into the face. Something does get caught, a 2v2 now.
10 seconds left.
FNATIC want to try to push the pace. Spike goes down with just a couple seconds remaining.
Last
Move
player.
on the guard, finding a timing as Patman tries to drift over towards the defender's side. Vi now all alone.
Gak aware gitu,
No
bro.
wall, no way to cut off these angles. Has to be wary about potential split approach, but as we can see, it's going to be FNATIC now. Pushing forward out of alley, the slide coming through, the headshot, instantaneous to Vi, looking to try to clutch this out. Chronicle on the opposite side, the most decorated player shall fall. The most recently anointed as Devi clutches it out and gets the bonus conversion.
Absolutely bananas round here for Paperrex. They lose too early. They're in a 3v5, but something able to read the mid lurk and shut it down, and even is patient enough to wait for the reaggress. Even though he gets caught trying to make the wrap all the way through spawn, he's still able to find a ton of impact.
One enemy
and a pair of steady hands, as always, here for Devi, for Paperrex. And they get the bonus conversion. So it's going to be a couple stingers, a guardian, a couple sheriffs for FNATIC. Meanwhile, Paperrex now able to get a little bit of a bankroll going, and Alpha hits a good one, Jing in response.
Instant trade, but Forsaken down. Does have problems of its own here for Paperrex.
Well, now you got to think, you know, maybe Paperrex has to lean A side because of that toxic screen, because they lost one of their other smokes going in towards B. Could be pretty challenging. Now it is Paperrex, so sometimes they just like to kind of do what you don't think they're going to try to see if they can catch you off guard. But if they end up going B main, you've got Chronicle tucked in behind that box, and he's got the cam to play off of. Tricky position with that stinger. Is Paperrex going to read it? Is there going to be any spam of that box?
Given the change over the position, they're just going to pre-fire him. So the cam actually gives up the jig here. Chronicle just no real chance for recourse. It's Kayak immediately eating some damage, trying to line something up with the Guardian in hand, but cannot. Now it's just a Stinger and a Sheriff. Guardian there on the floor. Crashies collects that. So look to try to do some damage.
Revealing area.
Economy from Paperrex not fully built up yet, given the closest of the previous 2 rounds. Anything that he can find will have impact to the economy.
For sure.
Bro pikir dia something bang ya juga. Sniper sekarang udah sering cek angle. Ya ditutup nggak jadi.
Now they're pulled back far enough that won't be able to find much of anything there. Boaster spot out one. Batman dead. Devi still liking his odds here on this angle. Scratches will fall. Thinking that there's going to be a full evacuation away from the spike through that market, through Boba. They managed to take everything here from FNATIC.
Yeah, this is a great start. time. This is just a great read from Paperrex. Throwing that slow orb out. Devi able to collect on Kayak. Poster there. Caught in transition. 3 kills for Devi. Having huge impact to start the map. Some notes being taken and a timeout as well.
Yeah, having to be called from here. Rough start. Saw a rough start from them yesterday. Didn't stop them from being able to rally and take that to OT and get the win, but once again, Paperrex, a very different beast compared to Carmine Corp.
Mau di-travel nih bang ke champion, amin. Ada Corsair ya, lupa.
Comfortable territory.
Ada Corsair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, guys.
One of those teams that you always think about when you think of Sunset, Paperrex, Sentinels,
EWC itu apa bang? EWC itu e-sport World Cup,
very
guys.
strong on this map. But
Adanya gede banget.
Paperrex was able to best the Sentinels earlier in this event, and now they're looking to best another team and get themselves that much closer. But I mean, overall, a lot of this is Paperrex just kind of winning some of their battles out in the open. I haven't seen a ton of util
Mantap, makasih guys
that's
sa
kind
Uman.
of slowing them down. Now we do get that operator going for FNATIC. So they're going to have that powerful weapon in the hands of Alpha.
Panda tuh orang mana bang? Orang kalau nggak salah gede di Amerika deh, makanya suaranya Amerika guys.
Spike in Devi's hands. He's looking to angle in that same direction.
Any kill, and he'll have an overdrive as backup, but yeah, not really going to challenge forward into B main. Dart going to go out, something maybe going to jiggle on the corner. Sends out the drone, confirms the op, but Forsaken immediately going to be taken down. The neural step coming in from Chronicle tells all. Are they going to read the box position this time? Absolutely not, so they can't even get the weapon out fast enough. Jing does manage to find the enemy Yoru. Know that the operator is going to be contained back into B main, but keep the wall investment. Now you now have to break the door to try to pivot out. The Crashies is lurking, waiting, and killing. Finds 2 quick kills. Posters there to capitalize. Treat FNATIC, get themselves around win.
Yeah, this is just great contain being played here by FNATIC. Using that op to take control of B main, forcing the wrap in towards market for Paperrex, and then you're claiming space in mid on the back end of it. It would take an absolutely ridiculous outplay for Paperrex to get through all this. You had Boaster sliding in as well. He's going to be the one to get the final kill. Just brilliant coordination there. Paperrex going to have to start thinking about how they're going to deal with this op. Forsaken didn't have enough money for a rifle. This is going to be that stinger. So there's economic problems even with 4 in a row starting to rear their ugly head already. And they're leaning a bit towards A, but Alpha's got that op. You got to figure out where that is first. Can't be drive peek at angles anymore. You never know when you're just going to walk into Alpha Air's crosshairs. Drone out, checking for info. Going to see a little bit, but you don't get any of the trips confirmed. One of them's in a bit of a different spot, right across the front of the site, but it's red. Dealt with. Shock Dart clears. Paperrex, though, taking a moment to think about it. Maybe letting Patman do a little bit more exploring. Figure out what else is going on around the map.
Showstopper out. Thing reveal onto 1. Spots him. Turns back. Finds the kill on a Chronicle. Jing now removing the dart. The swing. It's in lead there with the headshot. Hunter's Fury. Not going to be finding too much value. Not any damage. Spam on the Singer. Forsaken out into the open. Ends up falling to the wayside. Crashy similarly able to find a Vi. Spike is planted. Walls there, but it's just something needing Patman to really break through. Now striking. But something already dropped. White sent. Kayak is eating the damage to slide forward. The shorty drawn out. More damage there onto the enemy Yoru in behind. Patman swooping, trying to find this kill. Playing a ring around the Rosie. And Alpha Air will be able to get it done. Duelist duo, stand tall. FNATIC find a second round win.
Yeah, great stuff here from FNATIC again. Able to get Paperrex to commit to their strong side. And they make pretty good work of that execute here. I mean, yes, you got the showstopper. Yeah, you find Crashies. The Hunter's Fury doing too much for you. Crashies again, stepping up big. Finding those impact kills over in market. And just ready there.
Aduh, kalau mati tuh guys, Alphajernya guys.
Patman has to be swinging back towards the spike. He gives
Kalau Alphajernya mati dapat tuh guys, salah satu HP.
You just stick it. And he is good for it. Stingers, 1 rifle though, gonna be in Patman's hands. It's a little bit of an odd economic situation that Paperrex finds themselves in. They do have a res, they do have a pit.
Op spotted. Wait, wall set up here from Batman. Swings out before he even blooms that, and he's lucky that the shot did not connect. Cam out, Chronicle once again playing back sight. Alfie now rotating around. It's in a position to try to utilize this. Forsaken trying to push forward here, trying to play alongside Jing, but very quickly they're going to be dealt with as Alpha finds a kill on the opposite side. Rifle put to use for one. The cleanup is looking good. Stinger will be able to find a little bit more value.
Bisa.
They're starting to run this map back.
Yep, this is 3 in a row now for FNATIC. Paperrex might need to be thinking about a timeout themselves. Trying to right the ship here, as they've got a great read. Just instant rotations there from Alpha. Gets kind of an idea that they're going to be leaning towards B again. Couple kills come through. That's it. And they just work this back pillar, knowing, you know, that Paperrex is going to have to be on a weaker buy. They're going to have to be the ones to try to push further forward. To clear some space potentially. They just hold the line. They just play patient. And yeah, indeed, it is going to be Paperrex taking their first time out of the map. What looked like it might just be a runaway affair here on Sunset. It's now quickly nearly even. Got to figure out a way to deal with some of that Cypher util. Those cams are making life difficult for Jing on the entries. He's getting spotted initially and just giving the read over to FNATIC. They can just cut him down. And that kind of makes it a lot more difficult for Paperrex to establish
themselves. Kalah pulang menang final bang. Kalah main sekali lagi guys, nggak pulang. Kalah tuh perebutan juara 3 nanti.
Honestly, just slow the pace a little bit. Default around the map, trying to clear out that utility. Still some doubt into FNATIC. Get the cam early.
Here.
For now, barriers will get ready to drop as we resume into this one. One away from
bisa menang lawannya siapa bang Yo? Nggak tau, kayak Genji deh, feeling gue Genji kayaknya nggak tahu. Nggak ada lawar, nggak ada guys, langsung guys.
Holding on to this res as well as Forsaken with it from the shadows, but just haven't gotten to any kind of position where the application of the results is really going to be viable.
And you can see now, making sure, probably got the call during that timeout. Check that box every single round. There's no tripwire there around the corner this time. It's further back on B, as well as the cam.
Scraping forward. Having on the opposite side with the Guardian, finds the headshot. Slow peeking in. He hits that 10 times out of 10. Forsaken similarly able to find Kayak. That's both duelists now down for FNATIC. Paperrex look to maintain and stretch this lead back up by 2. Drone over the top. Poster having to stay tucked. Paranoia flying, but drone not being spotted. Now does see the Omen. Forsaken on the back. Collects a third, crashes to see what damage he can deal. Finds one, divide on the floor. They try to not face into him one by one.
Jason lagi bro, gila.
Go ahead and bail out something. We'll have to rebuy the armor.
Gila Jason bro.
4K for the Omen.
EWC sama Toronto besaran Toronto, tapi EWC duitnya banyak guys.
A nice change up here after the timeout.
Hampir lebih banyak duitnya Toronto malah.
EWC to get a little bit antsy. Shut him down with that Guardian. Great crosshair placement as well for Patmed. Right on the money there. Didn't have to move a muscle. And that kill in mid early onto Kayak opens things up for Forsaken to make that lurk, to make that impact play, come through with those 4 kills. So now still going to be able to get another op here for Alpha. Could be the last for a bit. We'll have to wait and see, but Paperrex trying to create a diversion on the other side of the map, trying to pull some attention. Boombot actually not going to confirm.
Just a hair off. Seems like Paperrex still reading it relatively well though. Applying some pressure. They don't get any confirmation on the operator. Alfie are immediately going to start pivoting.
Bang, Mbappe kenapa nggak lab tadi bang? Tadi mau ngetes doang sih pen.
Going up, TP.
Mau RP bentar doang.
CT crashes. Okay. Gets enough info to cancel that one. Otherwise, it was about to be a very bad time for Forsaken as drone gets a spot out here on the Chronicle. Showstopper lobbed in. Not going to be able to find the kill, nor any damage. At the same time, able to find crashes. Damage on the players trying to exit their way through alley. Chronicle, however, still sat here on the site, now cut off from the rest of the team. Alpier finding one, the peak coming through. Forsaken going to be dropped.
Nice.
Re-swings, dodges the op shot off screen, and does manage to come away with a kill.
Spike planted.
Kayak to trade it back.
Nice, Batman.
Go ahead and expound on the player advantage, now leaving both to his own devices. See if you can find anything. It's going to be a stack and will be divided. Go ahead and collect the final kill. cash in a decent spot, so don't have to go for an economy res here. Paperrex going ahead and locking up another round win.
Yeah, some good trades there for both squads initially, but Jing coming up big. Couldn't hit the showstopper, but still finds the 2K anyway.
Loosen up.
Absolutely brilliant stuff there.
Remaining.
Able to time it perfectly.
Gila, nice banget tuh Dava, cok.
Good for the final. And now you got some smiles, you got some laughs going for Paperrex. Some fans in the stands. Very excited for what they're seeing. It's going to be Divide with that op. You were talking about it earlier. That's often what you're going to see for Paperrex on this map.
Immediate just swing forward, Boaster out into the open, something trying to note the flank. Still going to be that double push-up in towards tiles. A site, however, open for the taking at the moment. There's something bringing all the way back around, peeking to try to see if anyone comes through that attacker spawn, but with the kill on the kayak, they're immediately going to be rerouted. Shots flying, spot onto one. Patman gonna swing, nearly has him lined up, finds the first, cannot find the second. Crashies managing to put him down, but the rest of the team cannot find too much value. Teammates comes in, one casualty. Paperrex guarantee a lead at the half.
Again, you love the patience that you see from Paperrex. Now, you know, something makes contact, doesn't try to go.
Toronto udah besar Pak, pernah besar ada lagi champion tuh gede banget tadinya. Tambah lagi hadiah skin soalnya guys.
Call out there, great communication. That makes that round way more difficult. Now you're gonna have op v op, Divide versus Alfier. Not the op battle we expected, but definitely one I'll take. Could be quite fun to see. Now you're gonna see Paperrex once again just continue to lean towards A. So now FNATIC has to make the call to make it their strong side, to bring that extra player over. Alpha's op gonna be mid.
Out into the open, Kayak able to find the one, but cannot escape. Does get taken down.
Kill my ally.
Stumbling around as Boaster out into the open, ends up falling. Crashies pushing forward. Don't think he's been noted quite just yet, but Patman certainly has caught a glimpse. Finds the first paint shell flying into his face, but Forsaken's bullets gets there just a little bit faster. Something at the same time saying, well, I've had enough of this lurking stuff. I'll make my presence known. That really stops any real attempt of trying to go for this. And now makes FNATIC wonder, where can we get to safely try to hold on to these weapons? Something will not be able to go ahead and engage with the flank, so loses his life, but Paperrex are going to get at least 8 now.
That's okay. As something there, you don't mind dying. You make this retake way more difficult. And
Para Boaster mulu bang. Boaster itu selalu nggak ready guys, setiap ada masuk,
cok. Just bought too much time. But just that one little play, that one little clear of a trip. A great execute as well. Forsaken there, backing up his teammate, getting that kill. Jing immediately swinging around the other angle with those blast packs. Kind of that well-coordinated execute.
He's never going to live that photo down.
Saya itu dapat tentuan 93 bang, oh iya. Soalnya miskin ya.
Well, trying to take the off out of Alpha's hands, certainly not an easy task for him in this round, but the whole rest of it was looking pretty breezy.
Tuh dia nggak ready mulu cok, lagi pegang pisau anjing.
Certain of where he really needed to be. Paperrex, I mean, looking right as rain, right at home here on the map.
Yep, couple rounds there where they stumbled. Still going to be able to keep that op for Alpha. Otherwise, it's Guardians. Besides the other rifle that was carried over.
Bisnya Heaven, Essen lagi cok. Lo benci banget Essen bro.
Basically,
I hate Essen.
Not the dimensional drift available for Kayak. Crashies has a Hunter's Fury. So some things to consider here for Paperrex. Patman's been sitting on the Viper's Pit for quite some time. Just haven't really needed to use it, honestly. They've been kind of just they've just been winning the rounds. Frankly, before they're want to put it down. So now they're going to be a little bit more careful. Again, you know, with the way FNATIC kind of had a little bit of an extra stack here, you want to be diligent. Still want to figure out where that op is before you challenge it. They've done a good job avoiding it early in the rounds, making it so that that op can only be used for retakes. It makes it a lot more difficult for Alfier to find the impact that he'd like. Change in direction, though. A little too quiet for Paperrex's liking, considering how kind of free some of the early parts of the site were previously. He's going to try something a little bit different, setting up for sort of a crunch there.
So Jing immediately with a kill on a Kayak has the showstopper now online. Tripwire will intercept him. Chronicle hanging back, punching straight from Crash. He's able to find Divide. Patman trying to still go forward with the flank. The neural depth going to be invested, but Chronicle traded off the back of that as Boaster cannot find the one-tap kill. Like in position to try to go for the plant. Jing just gonna be flushed back and spammed down as the shock dart lands at his feet. Seagate tries to refill the smoke, pushing forward. Pulls the
Buru-buru banget, masuknya 84 lagi, bro.
Away. No real chance whatsoever to defuse to come through. Things get disjointed here in round 12 as FNATIC do manage to get up to 4.
Yeah, I think for Paperrex there, I'd like to have that round back. Maybe overstep.
Ngecing dulu ya, ngecing dulu boleh nggak? Ngecing dulu guys. Oke. We'll see. 8-4 kayak kemarin guys. 8-4 kayak kemarin, apakah kita bisa meng-close 8-4 jadi 13-10 gitu? Ini dua duelis masalah nih bro. Dua duelis guys lawannya guys. Nggak pakai jersey bang lagi enggak guys? Oh, the long, long gone. Kapan cooking with Rio? Cooking with Rio aku merindukannya. Sabar guys. Gue lagi nggak mau terlalu banyak masak dan makan guys ya. Akhirnya gue kemarin beli kacamata guys. Supaya gue bisa melihat lebih jelas ya. Gue kan cylinder ya. Lelang besok guys. Besok. Udah rilis emang trailernya guys. Lelang besok ya. Besok malam.
We are back at the scoreline of the moment here in map 1 of this semifinal matchup, 8-4 Paperrex. Finessing FNATIC across the start here of this sunset. I think it's the most apt word to use. He's at home, he's watching, he's co-streaming, he's cheering for the boys.
Absolutely he is. You saw how he was supporting Paperrex in their run through Toronto, so certainly looking to see if they can get it done again, but I'm kind of okay with the way FNATIC's been playing so far. I think they've had a couple good reads, but Paperrex is just so fearsome on this map. They've got such good understanding of how to play it. They really are well drilled on who needs to be looking where, when, and why. Here we go. Could be a big contestant here for B-Main.
Okay.
Shots. As Crashy's wisely going to be backpedaling. Boombot going forward. Recon clears it out, and for now, B-Main control firmly in the hands of Paperrex. FNATIC wants to try to re-clear this, though, as some wild shots going to be exchanged, and it's going to be Forsaken very much taking the brunt of that. He can reconnect with Divide, can certainly get a heal, but for now, we'll be at 48.
That's a good read there from FNATIC on how Forsaken likes to play those smokes, just shutting him down quickly. Jing, the Frenzy, can't find the shots, uses the paint shells to back off. Now Fear as well will disengage. Still, though, a re-stack towards mid now, shifting that three-man focus in this direction.
But it's going to be Spike being brought forward. Drone, go ahead and check around this B site. Big TP forward. Drone getting the spot. Frenzy to clear, and now the rotation's coming through, both from Paperrex as well as FNATIC, but Forsaken in a good position. Oh my god! Does he had a transfer after getting the headshot of the Crashies, but cannot confirm the kill. Ends up getting taken down as Patman similarly lost his life.
30 seconds left.
Decent damage found as Paranoia going across the reface. Corsair falling low. Crashy standing tall. Jing now taken down, and something with 7 HP will get caught on a timing. It's FNATIC.
Aduh, kalau dapat dua tuh bro.
That's a really nice round there for FNATIC, reading some of those aggressive maneuvers from Paperrex.
3 mobil doang kali, lelang 2 malah guys, cuma 2.
Doing a ton of damage early. Who knows if Forsaken as
Lelang mah jangan banyak-banyak guys mobil. Soalnya only one.
Of B main, he might be able to pick up 2 here. Oh my god, a headshot comes through though. Or crashes at the last second. Patman frustrated. You know, just a bad read as well. Good macro from FNATIC. They caused Paperrex
kalau
to
Crashes
shift
mati
directions
enak
over
banget
to the
tuh
other side
guys.
of the map. So shout out to Boaster. Nice
Duit asli dong. Mana duit IC?
Kind of reading the tendencies of his opponent nicely. Paperrex gonna put.
Kalau yang Supra Orange enggak guys? Yang Supra yang Skyline yang only one.
Patman as usual. Gonna be called upon to kind of. Oh boy.
It's not a one-way. Dropping down, Marshall shot's going to be coming through. Got the ping reveal, but ultimately they can't continue scaling forward to try to find the jump there on Boaster. Slow exploration of this map as Ghost Shot does ring out. Something just going to be tucked at Boba. As Paperrex continuing to play reactively, needing to rotate here. Try to stack their forces, but once again, FNATIC starting to get the read that the site's going to be a little bit weaker. They pivot back with a spike.
Yeah, FNATIC leaning into the strengths of their own play style, where they want to be a little bit cautious early, want to see what you're trying to do, try to see if they can catch you making mistakes. Alpha does catch Patman trying to cross through mid with that Marshall. So that's a player down. But Paperrex has seemingly read this well enough that they're going to have decent players in the right spot.
I mean, but once again, now the call's coming through, the B side is opened up, so the spike is on the prowl. Being shifted back across as FNATIC continue to run the clock down, but this time they don't have any opposition standing in their way.
Aja Kak Beco, berak anjing lama banget main FNATIC cok. Pindah
Pivot there for FNATIC. Again, patience paying off. What does Paperrex want to do here?
Planted.
They even try to die to the spike. I imagine it's going to be pretty tricky. FNATIC's already pushed out a bit. Go through market. Maybe you could get there, but Crashy's going to be watching.
Slow creep up. Crashies does have that Vandal. Almost assured to do some damage here as the swings get ready to come through. As Defy has hit a hell of a headshot. Crashies had repositioned, so weapon's just going to be juggled back as Defy finds another one.
Oh boy.
Right to the back of the head. The time getting away from them here is Alpha sprinting around the back, making plenty of noise. Want to try to draw some attention, but
what's another dash?
That would have been daylight robbery here, but it seems like Paperrex are still going to make this quite costly.
Lumayan guys, dapat dua, dapat tiga.
Left standing, Boaster just with a stinger. It's going to be some good damage, but still some smiles there on the side of FNATIC.
As far as ecos go, it's not too bad at all for Paperrex. I mean, you get 3, and you get a bunch of players to die to the spike to boot. Disgusting shot from Dubai.
And then the reveal. Perfect. Set up for the other.
Perfect from something. Or more, that's what they needed to catch up with at the beginning of the half. Something here, looking for the recon. Smoke to come through, still going to be holding the angle. So far though, Crashy's not letting loose with his util early.
Santai aja. Mereka nih main lambat guys. Emang harus main santai mereka nih.
Peeking around the map, Patman identified, pinged out. Hard to say, FNATIC's gonna want to commit or not. Able to get 4 rifles, just a stinger for Boaster into this round. So this could be pretty scrappy. There was say a battle over mid. You almost favor FNATIC with those Vandals.
Dicek semua coy, angle-nya coy.
How accurate they can be. Well, Crashy's taking a half damage. Something.
Chronicle.
Using that drone. Could have see kayak as well. So everybody knows what it dealt with.
And look at the readjust there. The final headshot to connect. So already good damage between the kill as well as Chronicle at 56.
Nice, Batman.
Noting the linger forward, Alpier struck down. Spike now widely stuck inside of B main. And Shell just going to be lobbed in.
Yeah,
it's going to be a flawless here as Paperrex deny a bonus conversion.
Just great steady play here from Paperrex, being really aware of that mid space that FNATIC was wanting to take throughout that round. Doing damage to players in transition, using the drone to get the info, get the reads, and get the kills. Patman there, got dinked, still able to readjust to take Alpha down. Huge stuff from Jing there. with that Phantom at
Nice.
range.
Remaining.
Bye. No doubt about it. So they're feeling good. Not
Very
gonna-
well set up going into this.
Yeah, not going to give over the bonus, and it's a Bulldog and a Guardian there. That's it other than Sheriffs for FNATIC.
Lebih kecil CWC apa championship bang? Championship tuh banyak ya soalnya guys.
Certainly not the greatest position to be in. His spam attempt here through the box does get a good amount of damage on the Kayak. Still not bound though. Batman does eat a little bit in exchange. Finally is going to be fine though. Jing, assuming that he had taken the orb outside of A, 2 charges away from having the showstopper online.
Patman did get a heal from Devi. Still going to lose some of that armor. Here comes that mid presence again, not able to be watched as well. Finally going to catch Alpha. Don't see Chronicle here with the Bulldog though.
It seems like they're still very suspicious about it. Divine watching the angle. Chronicle just gonna stay tucked, has the cam to play off of. They say, okay, we don't have to worry about this position any longer. They set up the wall. Second spotted. Playing around, sticking around for a little bit longer, trying to see if he can get any peeks out. As Recon does get the ping. A couple players gotta be noted. Once again, FNATIC shoved back in towards mid.
30 seconds left.
Top of which
28
being
detik.
watched now by something about the swing and maybe find a timing. It certainly does so, but Chronicle quick to reply, answers one back. It's a spot out here on the Devi as well. Shots flying through. Forsaken trying to hold close. Finds it. Crashy's dead. Devi trying to go on the timing. Gets a little bit more damage across, but cannot find the kills. Kayak with a fantastic headshot as Jing striking, managing to find
Nice!
double! Thought maybe he'd have to go for the showstopper, but Kayak just has to go back, has to try to recover the spike. And Ching hits every single shot.
What in the world is that, Jing? Just showing up when Paperrex needs him most. Gets up on the box. Boaster's there, but can't get the shots in time.
Right down A.
Top readjust.
There's nobody better at it than him. Just so used to
Yeah,
doing it
Jing.
from blast packing.
Fake FNATIC.
16, 8, and 3. Jing, showstopper now online as we go into the next buy round here from FNATIC. No outlaw on the side of Paperrex. It's full half armors here for FNATIC.
See, watching for this tiles crunch that Paperrex likes to run sometimes when Jing has a showstopper. Being very diligent about making sure that there wasn't going to be that fast hit from the duelist. Instead, President's going to be confirmed that somebody's lurking around mid. I kind of assume it's Chronicle with the way they've been playing so far.
This
Gonna
could be a
use-
showstopper angle. There you go. Ping reveal, showstopper surprise. Well, it's a little bit of a botch, but that's okay. Yep, just check your phone.
That's why you don't text and drive, kids.
Yeah, something has had the kill, so target down all the same. It's in slightly more embarrassing fashion. Those are trying
Ya
to
elah,
lurk. Good
sendirian,
slide
Bang.
forward, Alfia drawing the attention. It's Forsaken though.
Down.
Managing to find one more. Boaster's lurk comes up with a kill. But it's sliding towards top mid. Patman going to be on the chase. Spike, however, being pivoted. Brought now over towards the B site. Mid approach, plenty of noise made. Patman waiting for them here in market. Swings in. It's a bit of
30
damage.
seconds left.
Plays around the side. Paranoia connecting.
What?
Back! Managing to find him! And he gets the follow-up! He couldn't see a damn thing! Patman, how have you done this?
What the hell?
It's just instinct there for Patman. Just
What
sensing
the
that they
hell,
were going to be coming
Batman?
from both sides.
Buta loh,
He
buta
can't
loh.
hold FNATIC there. The paranoia hits. Just get outplayed there.
30 seconds left.
It hits, but it hit different.
Remaining.
Playing off the muzzle flash. And still just reads the timing and the spacing to get out the air as well.
Gila cok nih orang-orang cok.
Yeah, they're enjoying
Paperrex
that one.
kerusakan apa guys ya?
For good reason. That's going to be a heartbreaker round. Eventually a backbreaking one as well here for FNATIC. Pretty much everything invested into that are going to be on the full loss bonus, so should still be all right to get some rifles in. It's still not going to be a cozy position.
Well, it's got to be frustrating for FNATIC right now because you've had advantages in a lot of these rounds. I mean, how many, 3v5s, 4v5s have we seen them, falter to because of these unbelievable outplays from Paperrex? And you get the Ching 3K into that Patman 2K. You're just kind of
Kalau kayak gini terus mah
not
sampai
able to
champion
match
juga
the
bisa juara,
swagger
Bang.
that
Amin.
Paperrex is bringing on this map right now. As good as you are, as good as this game plan as it is, as good as your macro has been at times,
Lihat killnya aja rata
Sometimes
guys, kagak ada yang
Paperrex is
minus,
just-
lihat kagak ada yang minus coba Paperrex
going
cok.
to outplay you in the individual sense. And they're really coming out heavy on the A side out of this timeout. If this is fast from FNATIC, Patman could be in a world of trouble.
Time to jump.
Just kind of defaulting into the corner.
Go, go, go!
Pretty common check spot, so I have to suspect that there might just end up being a relay bolt into there if they decide to commit forward. For now, though, Devi this time does have that outlaw. And immediately Kayak going to be taken down. Fastlane going to be set up. Patman just staying quiet, staying tucked. Has not gone scouted quite just yet. The wall can be toggled at any moment, but Patman decides to just leave it. Strikes. Does get traded out, but Forsaken now arriving. Puts down the enemy Neon. That leaves Boaster and Chronicle both making noise here. Both going to be known on the site. The swing around, the spot out. Chronicle looking for it, but Forsaken getting the better of him. As Classic is thrown out, he's going to try to knife him! And he drives it right between the shoulder blades.
What the hell is that?
A concerned shake of the head from the fans of FNATIC there in the audience.
Anjing dilariin lompat, Cok.
Paperrex. Oh, they are having too much fun.
And that's just been the
Anjing
way they've been playing the last
pisau,
couple
guys. Lu lihat,
months.
guys.
Just have fun, keep the vibes good, and good things will follow. And this certainly is exactly what you want. He gets hit by Jinx paint shells there too while he's going for it. Oh man. That's just a nice read from Patman. Great patience. Hold the hone.
FNATIC never letting any credence to that is, there you go, Kayak. No route to
Eh,
escape.
kena juga.
The reach out, Alpha still collecting too. Gonna have to see that one back.
Spike down A.
Real theft invested. Devi is still skirting around the box. Takes down Crashies. And he just doesn't give a damn that he's been spotted out. He doesn't care about your ultimates. Now has the res. Puts him back in with the player advantage. It's Alfier, just 12 HP. Chronicle playing forward at Boba. Spike being planted on B.
Gonna try to
Kenapa
swing
rata
out.
begitu,
Is
guys?
Forsaken. Alpha matching. Chronicle gonna be tasked with the 1v2 on the other side potentially.
Spots him. Knows that he basically just has to run away.
They found
Been
my
trying to
wire.
play a hard angle with that Vandal to go for the one tap. Still risky.
Here, they found my wire.
Door shut, swing coming through. Alpha, there you go. Finds a shot. Chronicle gets the other. All falls down to Forsaken. No smoke. Wants to try to play forward here. As there's the slide, finds the first, and Chronicle will bail them out a 3K.
Ngapain berdua
The Legend
gitu-gitu, Cok?
himself gets FNATIC up to 7.
That is just crazy stuff from Alfier. Does a great job there knowing his health bar situation to avoid Forsaken. Caught him on the TP.
Apa dapat dua begitu, anjing?
Wow, that is disgusting. The 180.
Down A.
Devi, some good outplay there, but not enough. Tons of damage already done by FNATIC. Chronicle with a 3K. Him and Alpha, the dynamic duo for
Ya,
FNATIC. Come
tenang,
up
tenang.
big
Duit banyak, duit
when they
banyak.
need it. It's 7-5, or 7-12. 5 more to go.
Push coming
Nice.
in off the back of the Paranoia. Now Hunter's Fury out. Devi able to avoid the first, avoids the second. Now is going to be saved. Reswings.
Nice.
Kayak falls. Boosts his corpse into the skies. The wall goes up, locking off access to A. Try to go through alley, but there's no further scaling, and now he's up on top of this one. The peak about to come through. Zul, he's just dodging out damn near everything. Takes a bit of chip damage there, but heal will put him back to full.
Devi's in a tricky spot. He has no idea if anybody's in elbow yet. Has to re-clear that. That's actually the direction that Boaster seemingly wants to be diligent of as well. Just looking to see if, Devi's tendencies there to be aggressive at the beginning of the round. We're going to continue. Pings are coming down. All of Crashy's util still available here.
Cage triggered.
And you can see Chronicles held on to a lot of his util as well. So they're going to have some good post plan if they can get there.
Duh, terus David tengah jalan banget,
Pressure on
Cok.
Devi here.
Something the next nearest player. One-way cycled.
30 seconds left.
Main cut off. Chronicle able to find the kill there onto the Sova. Looks like he's just trying to go for a push timing there. Is Divine out trying to hold his
Aduh,
own.
itu kenapa mati sih?
Again, good damage going to be found, but now Forsaken and Patman to try to see if they can bring this map to a conclusion. Boaster didn't suffer too much damage off the back of the teleport. Cage up over the top.
Shadows traveling.
Still a Paranoia in hand here. Ready to be sent. Flies across. Gets the connection. Boaster on the jump.
Is ready.
Sniped out. The hold of the defuse immediately starting to come through. Gets it up to half. Retaps it. Swings around the back, looks for the first crash, he's still standing. 7 bullets remaining, the swap, the classic can't get it out in time. It's 3K heroics as FNATIC continue to try to run this back.
Oh, it's oh so close. Forsaken, if he had just been able to pull the trigger a little bit faster, had Crashy's dead, he was so weak. Divide doing his damnedest over here on A. Gets the kill, dodges, gets another, puts up the wall. But again, Paperrex leaves Divide to his own devices there. He's gonna get spotted out by that util from Crashies. Forsaken, you just kind of expect that he's gonna be able to clutch this out. With the way
Batman nggak dapet tuh, darahnya sepepet gitu padahal Batman.
The Crashies just a little bit better. And a sigh there from Forsaken. I kind of wonder if
sepepet coy, tuh Batman apa nggak dapet ya?
As Alex may just want to make sure that this isn't going to get any further out of control.
We'll see that call coming through. These rounds have been close. It's been heroics on display from FNATIC to continue to hang around here. Bit of a smile there.
Harusnya menang Batman tadi, coy, lawan 1 HP, coy, atau peluru doang.
It seemed like they have maybe something up their sleeve.
Oh,
try to
lagi.
end this right here, right now. It's still available. May just be the investment here on B off the rip.
I want to see you.
There's a Divide, much other than a sheriff.
Oster still has that op. Something to be cognizant of course, is Paperrex. They're trying to
Apa tuh
open
RRQ?
in mid, themselves pretty well hidden. Something was
Santai aja bang, santai. Cuman masalahnya ini kalau misalnya nggak dapet momentum bahaya ini bro. Bisa
no
terus-terusan bro.
response really from FNATIC. They're also looking for that trick play
Darahnya
you were
satu aja,
talking
darah
about,
1
that
SP
fast
masalahnya
hit
guys, nggak dapet tadi 2 orang.
that you know that Paperrex can dial up on this defender side.
Apa RRQ coy?
So now feel comfortable enough that there was no trap to be sprung, so
Next.
time to begin their way forward. Dimensional drift this time for Kayak, sees a couple.
Well, that's why they're going to be dodged, but that does pushing forward. Alpier perfectly poised, in position. Finds the opening kill. Relay bolt connecting, no further scaling up top mid though. So they can shrug that off as the pivot. Being ready to come through towards this A site. Just the Omen all alone now. Try to slow the tide, slow the approach. Operator here on the corner. Shot on the 1. Forsaken. Immediately taking down Alpier as he goes for the sprint. But Crashy's able to find a glimpse there. Moments before the blind would have connected. Something now going to be noted. Kayak watching, Divide, falling.
Aduh!
As he will sweep the
Tembak aja nggak sih, tembak!
Now just on Patman in a 1v3.
Feels like this should be borderline undoable here for Patman. No way he's going to be able to get into his ult, you would think. FNATIC though, retreating, so is Patman. Doesn't like what he sees. Saw it, just looking to see if he could get that 1 kill and maybe try to make a go of it off the back of that, but didn't come through. Just gonna have to wait this out. Great, again, macro here from FNATIC is what is winning them these rounds. You have the dimensional drift, a huge tool to set up Alpha for that first kill. Taking that mid control, works a treat. And then they also got the info, okay, we know Patman's over there. We feel like there's a lot of pressure over on that B side. Let's make the pivot over to A.
Bisa.
And Forsaken had a moment. If he had maybe pulled the trigger on that paranoia just a hair faster, who knows, but still, can't fault him too much. Jing hasn't gotten a kill in quite some time. He's still at 16.
It's been slowed down significantly in this half. It's not nearly as much value being found from the defending side. There's some very nice opping from Kayak, and you can see the frustration coming through. Alex wanting to close it with that final timeout call. FNATIC still hold on to one of their own. As Forsaken had a ping reveal onto one player. The peak coming through. Finds a shot. Alpha quickly able to trade it back. Omenless here for the rest of the round are Paperrex. The pit knocking off A site though.
Yeah, interesting. You go for the pit on the eco.
I'm out of here.
Alpha thought about it for a second, but wisely decides to run away, but this is going to open up an extra gun here off of Chronicle's body for something. So it's a little bit more firepower. So the spike plant should come through eventually once the page shells wears off.
Delays for a bit.
Nice.
Poster taken down.
Deploying.
Drone now at the ready. Basically full util as Jing up over the top. Ends up getting flashed, sends out a blast pack in desperation, but Kayak with the shorty will be able to collect the kill.
Ya elah.
Main dead. Kayak finds him with the op. The peak getting ready to come through. Patman about to be at risk. Dodges it, strafes across, gets himself a little bit closer. Ping reveal, re-peeks at Kayak, finds the shot. Something on for the first. The 1v3 crashes in the corner, tagged up low. The peak coming through, and Crashies holds the line, gets the headshot, and FNATIC
Aduh.
continue to run this back. 2 rounds, and we'll find ourselves in OT.
Some trickery here from Paperrex, almost works a treat. FNATIC just content to take the open space. Jing's so close there to switch over to the shorty or Kayak, but then he gets the op rolling, puts it to good use. 3K in the round for him. Those quick maneuvers, but yeah, you can see that one was on a knife's edge for FNATIC. Operator in hand again for Devi. It's Paperrex going for the big investment, trying to close out the map.
Quick clear of the cam in mid.
Udah ngasih Jing, jangan nge-pick sih. Santai, masih lama, Pak. Waktu masih jauh, masih jauh.
Peak out of market. Looks like widely FNATIC not looking to play around midsection of this map.
But they're leaving the spike down. Again, trying to set up for a pick.
I have the spike.
Paperrex not offering the opportunity.
Something mati,
pretty
ada
far
ulti.
tucked back.
Di Wifi mati, ada ulti.
Careful.
Now they do grab it though. Seeming like, okay, we haven't seen anybody here. Nobody at elbow, nobody at the box around the corner. So this is probably the weaker side of the map right now.
Let's go deep enough to spot out Patman, who's going to look to challenge.
Nice.
Finds the headshot. Alfier going to be taken down.
Nice.
Taken Fighting Chronicle here in mid.
Toxin screen down.
A paranoia sent out from Boaster, but can't really scale up the back of that as there's the fake out. Peek in from Kayak with the off. Managing to clear, tries to flick up to find Forsaken. Can't make it happen. Something taken down.
Udah ngasih
Things
pick
starting to
out tuh
crumble now.
satu.
Paperrex losing their advantages. Jing
Nice.
desperately trying to find it. Now they've lined up.
Sabar, turun dua, turun dua.
And that leaves just Boaster remaining. Tap of the plant. The swing coming through. Paint shell sent to one side. The peek out, the flick not connecting. Some damage dealt. Devi down low. Teleport back, but the time is not there. He cannot pivot. He has to finish this here on this site. Tries
Nice.
to line them up himself, but cannot.
Lawannya tuh Booster terakhir.
Will finally go ahead and put the final nail in the coffin as Sunset goes the way of Paperrex 13-10.
A hell of a start here for the first match of the semifinals at EWC 2025. A lot of back and forth, a lot of nail-biter rounds. You wouldn't have it any other way between these two teams.
Certainly would not. And with that map win, Paperrex
Gak pernah bikin gak bisa guys. Iya. Closing gila guys. Hampir OT guys.
For the first time, but they have their ascent coming up next. We talked about it.
Di EWC boleh counting berdiri, boleh.
On
13-10.
Paperrex are going
Iya
to
juga ya, sesuai prediksi gue 13-10 tadi ya.
This will be a 2-0. We'll find out though after the break.
Oke, ini kalau Essen gue sih agak pesimis guys ya. Essen nih bahaya guys. Essen nih pesimis guys ya, mengerikan ya Essen guys ya. Map Essen, map Defender, Paperrex Essennya kayak aduh, Essen lagi guys. Bisa nggak ya Essen guys? Kalau Paperrex bisa menang Essen sih gue nggak tahu ya lagi kata guys ya. Kalau Paperrex bisa menang di Essen, it's mean Paperrex emang lagi panas-panas ya guys. Ya. Ya nggak sih? I don't know guys. Kalau bisa bener-bener bisa menang di Essen, Ismin, Paperrex lagi panas, burik banget berarti Fnatic bro. Karena kayak nggak mungkin sih menurut gua guys, nggak mungkin guys. Paperrex tuh di Essen bisa main rapi banget soalnya dari dulu begitu bro, dari dulu begitu. Di Essen tuh banyak blunder Paperrex guys. Kayak nggak sinkron, nggak kayak map sunset, nggak kayak Lotus. Nah itu bagus banget mereka. Kadang soalnya mereka nggak merasa, mereka panas, tapi gara-gara statsnya nggak pede, jadi nggak nembak. Paperrex kalau menang lagi sih gue nggak tahu guys ya. Ini tahunnya Paperrex kah menang, kalau bisa menang 2-3 juara bro, gila kali. Sekali puasa lama, sekali juara langsung banyak gitu guys ke finalnya. 15 janji itu 15 jamnya, kocak jamnya babi. Berarti janji TH kata gue sih moga-moga TH sih guys. Kalau TH sih kemungkinan masih bisa juara guys. Tapi kalau Genji gue nggak tahu sih guys. Genji udah ngerti draw luar dalamnya Paperrex bro. Susah bro. Genji itu kontra alamnya Paperrex cow. Udah tahu luar dalam guys, susah guys. Mainnya gameplay kayak biasa tuh udah mungkin kebaca ya Mas Genji ya. Jadi juga lagi panas banget lagi nih BBL, kemarin kebantai kah? Jing, ini kena bantai TH guys, gila Wood. Apa ini Wood coy, CS 400 guys, god damn. Main duel langsung begitu bro, geli gini guys. Tauntingnya seru sih kalau lawan TH, nah iya. Kenapa selalu si Bowser yang paling terakhir, Cok? Dia planter terakhir banget, Cok, emang, Cok. Map 3-nya Bang, split. Gila per second, Cok, 25 kill, 266, Cok, ACS-nya. Lihat Bowser cuma 82, guys. Lihat, guys. Paperrex rata, Cok, 200, hampir 200, guys. Saatnya gak sih Fnatic ngambil IJL yang bisa nembak bro? Ya gak sih? Ya gak sih? Saatnya Fnatic ngambil IJL yang bisa nembak gak sih guys? Nanti Lakia juga kayaknya biasa aja deh. Lakia nggak bisa. Cari anak EMEA lah. EMEA di IJL yang bisa nembak siapa kira-kira guys? Who's the girl standing by? Now I say, one in the world let you. Nuts bisa Nuts. Kalau Nuts masuk situ sih gila ya. Kalau Nuts dibeli Fnatic sih najis ya, sumpah itu Fnatic. Nuts kalau dibeli Fnatic sih udah sih. Fnatic udah pasti bisa calon juara banget ya, sumpah. Kayak super team, Cok. RP lagi apa ada problem ya bang? Kalau boleh tahu RP nggak masih fokus ngurus server dulu guys. Aduh. Tapi Fnatic menurut gua kalau misalnya mau juara lah, mau juara internasional lagi, kayak butuh IGL yang bisa nembak sih. Soalnya Doser tuh jago seratnya emang, tapi jarang nembak guys masalahnya. Kalau kata Bang Rio, yang dibenahi dari kacamata Bang Rio, tim RRQ perlu pelapis bagaimana? Menurut gua RRQ udah oke guys timnya. Tinggal bagaimana mereka strukturisasi ketajaman tembakan satu, stratsnya mereka tuh udah bagus menurut gua guys. Sama strats doang sih kalau mereka gue lihat. Sama kurang lepas sih kadang-kadang guys. Kadang-kadang Jemkinnya main doang sendiri, yang lain nggak main. Kayak kurang konsisten aja, tiba-tiba Jemkinnya turu, semuanya turu. Tinggal bagaimana mereka berlima nembak aja sih guys menurut gue guys. Kadang-kadang kalau satu orang turu, dua orang turu susah bro. Iya bener, kayaknya RRQ bakal jor-joran di stage 2 sih biar ke champion guys. Soalnya poin mereka lumayan tinggi kan. Ya kan logikanya bro. Kita buka misalnya Pacific stage 2. We'll see bro. Playoff dapat poin 7 poin guys, bayangin guys. RRQ itu bakal jor-joran guys di ini guys. Dia soalnya poinnya 8, lumayan ada kesempatan guys untuk dapat ke champion. Ini pasti jor-joran, sedangkan RRQ di matchnya tuh dia cuma lawan 2 doang beratnya guys. 3-nya ini masih bisa dihadapin lah. Kalau Paperrex yang berat itu sekarang boom T1 sih menurut gua. Sisanya masih oke lah. Sama di FM lah. Paperrex kalau di FM suka mau kalah guys soalnya guys. Poinnya Paperrex masih nomor 1, tapi di kita nggak ada yang tahu guys di stage kedua guys. Kalau Paperrex bisa menang 3 aja, udah 12, cok. Ya nggak sih, udah 12. Kalau Paperrex bisa menang 3, udah 14, guys. Harusnya 14 udah jauh banget, guys, ya. Paperrex tuh kesempatan lolosnya tuh kayak, gua rasa, guys, ya, 60%. 60%. 65 lah, 65. Karena dia udah 11, guys. Dia menang 3 doang, guys. Di apa sih, grup stage ya dapat 14. 14 tuh udah tinggi banget, bro, menurut gua. Tipis-tipis, tapi dia kalau menang 3 aja, guys, udah 14. Udah 14 nih guys. EWC. EWC nggak dapat guys. EWC nggak dapat poin. T1 chance gimana bang? T1 sih dekat ya. T1 tuh karena dia karena kemarin sempat juara guys. Jadi banyak poinnya bro. T1 tuh sempat juara guys. Makanya timnya banyak. T1 mana T1? T1 tuh sempat juara. Nepet dia. Tuh 11 cuma 1 sama Paperrex. Yang sulit boom jauh sih. Jauh 5 doang dia dari menang stage 5 kali nggak kalah. Tapi di 5 doang nih guys. Ya sih. RRQ pun 8. RRQ harus menang kayak 4 poin baru biar 12 gitu guys. Lama banget map 2 cok. Lama banget map 2 guys. Tumen guys. Kalau lelang itu malam minggu ini kan kok. Bukan malam minggu, minggu malam. Minggu jam 9 guys. Ini kan Sabtu, Minggu besok guys. Besok malam ya guys. Oke guys. Nggak mulai-mulai cok, lama amat breaknya. Counter alami PRX dalam Mas Tejo, betul. Karena PRX itu suka ngepick off angle guys. Suka ngepick aneh, tapi kalau ada Tejo tuh pick anehnya mereka tuh kena util Tejo terus mati bro. Itu selalu begitu guys kemarin. Bang, kok di website EWC PRX juara 4? Seriusan? EWC juara 4. Belum, harus 1-0, cok. Kenapa juara 4? Oh iya, cok. Apa ini? Juara 4, babi. Hello, EWC.
Kind of double controller style that you could maybe get this over the line, or you try something a little bit unorthodox. You know, we've seen the
lock posisi semuanya juga bisa lock posisi guys.
On this map before. I don't fully expect it, but you know, not a lot of time to prepare for this event, so maybe just lean into what you've been playing before. But
apa gua doang?
It looked like Paperrex there, a little bit in sync. A nice
keciwi guys.
Hot pack toss there from Forsaken to Patman, handled nicely. So they seem to be ready and raring to go. Players are getting locked in, getting the game fired up. But yeah, this is going to be really interesting what kind of changes they're going to make. And with FNATIC starting on the attack side, this is actually a composition that has tons of power on the attack side as well. That's where they did a ton of their damage against KC in their previous showing. Only 7 rounds on their defense side, but then they came storming back on the attacker side. And with that Yoru, with that chamber, they have a lot of options to create some space, and then in the post plant, could use some of that Vice util, make things really, really difficult to play for retakes. So PRX, I think if they want to get ahead of this, a lot of these rounds are going to be just about knocking FNATIC out before they can even plant, or at least doing enough damage that the plants aren't going to be that difficult to go for the retakes. So that's kind of what I would expect to maybe see, but you never know, as you do just get kind of the stock standard comps here. Is going to be that double controller, the Viper there for Devi, Jing on the Omen, Forsaken on the Fade. Patman will be switching over to the KO and something on the Jet. So, what we're kind of used to. And this comp for FNATIC though, very, very scary. There's a lot of talk about these 2 different map picks we were expecting to see. Can PRX continue their run? Can they continue to not drop any maps, or does FNATIC have it in them to send it to split? That's the big question on everyone's minds as we get ready here for our opening pistol. Plenty of fans on both sides.
Showing up, showing support.
FNC, emang iya FNC.
Likely looking for a little bit more. No one wanting to see these series continue to be 2-0, not with the stakes that we have, not with the teams that we have now at this stage. We'll see if FNATIC are going to be able to deliver. Single Ghost in hand, everybody else, classic half armor, and of course Alpier Moving forward here with that headhunter, but Forsaken.
Find you.
He is absolutely coming out on top. A hell of a shot. Takes down that chamber nice and early.
That's a huge win for Paperrex. Obviously, removing the player and the agent, very, very impactful. Crashy's making a little bit of noise, thinking about the drone. Meanwhile, Boaster maybe trying to sell a bit of a fake here. See if he wants to throw the paranoia, taps the orb looking for a response, but Paperrex had backed way off, and that one little tap has got them shifting all the way over.
Try to clear this one, something uncertain if he had been fully spotted out. Either way, takes a forward position there in mid. Big crash at the ready. As that's gonna be Boaster. Clearly, they had not spotted out this jet. Manages to strike Kayak with a nice push forward, however. Just get the headshot there on a Forsaken. Tiny bit of damage gonna be taken, but now Paperrex swooping, getting into position to try to retake this B site.
There's gonna be that vice wall right outside of alley. That utility
Right here.
gonna be tricky here for this retake, even though it is a 3v4.
Crashes with a reminder on where the flash is going to be, making sure they don't get tagged up there by their teammate in Chronicle. Fishing shots thus far, nothing widely spotted. Flash does go through. Paperrex able to find one, finds two. Kayak gonna be dropped. This Chronicle now, last one standing. They should be able to suss out his position. Paperrex basically straight by. Finds the headshot, taking the round here into his own hands. 3 charges, now a 4th with the defuse. Halfway to a null command as Paperrex get another pistol.
Some really nice stuff here from Paperrex in terms of
Gila,
just finding that opener from Forsaken.
Keserupan mulu tiap main anjir.
Just kind of off the back of the util, just a timing. And he gets it, perfection, and then Patman swinging in. Finds the 3K, secures the round. That is the start you wanted here for Paperrex, especially on this defender side. Keep FNATIC off balance. It is going to be Kayak going for the Outlaw, though. Just a little bit of a buy up here. Trying to see if they could find some value.
That's the investment, but pretty much everybody going to be somewhat vulnerable to that. Only 2 players on the side of Paperrex with that full armor. As Haunt quickly gets cleared out. It's going to be the orb take. Chronicle wanting to try to fast track that steel garden here. So they have played not going to be finding too much value, at least not in the hands of Kayak. Alpha does scoop it up, looking for the entry. Devi playing close. Eats a good amount of damage, but he's one of the players that did have that full armor at the ready. Spots out another, look to try to retalk. Some more damage to be found. The jump, however, from Crashies gets the right click. Devi does fall. Singer now going to be surrendered over.
It's going to get
Bahaya nih,
tough.
Cok.
The C's. Chronicle does get caught. Just a hair off on the peak there is Patman. Fragment, however, can still delay, and eventually Forsaken's able to find one. So Crashy's going to be struck down as Haunt to try to reveal out some more players. Outlaw shots going wildly over to the side. Alpha draws down the headhunter. Already gets good
buru-buru
damage
banget
dealt here.
anjing.
What recourse do they have? Where can they try to rotate this? 37 seconds remaining. Seems like they're widely going to be committed to this side of the map. Jing. Is that over in A main?
Left.
Smoke there. Swings out.
Apa sih buru-buru banget? Belum nge-play.
Something. The last
Aduh.
one standing just with the sheriff.
Still inside.
Well read. Paranoia goes
Ya
across and out the
Allah.
air.
Buru-buru
Gets them
banget,
over the
belum
line.
nge-play
We
anjing.
talked about
Steam
how
dulu
much
nggak
of a
sih?
monster this guy is on the chamber. Dies first in the pistol, but gets them the eco win.
Yeah, that's just phenomenal stuff. Exactly what you're looking for here. The eco win. And that Outlaw worked a tree. Stuck in a bad position is Devi.
Ada sabar loh Jing situ lo dapat ya.
Playing a lot of ISO on this round. Our Paperrex. FNATIC is able to use a little bit of coordination, a little bit of teamwork. Start picking them apart one by one, and Jing just got a little bit antsy.
Buru-buru
Love to have
banget
that back, but a
anjing.
judge here or something. A couple sheriffs otherwise.
But no one here to really fall into this one. They have that sheer wall set up. Chronicle playing
Jing udah
back.
bener jaga si Menco. Kalau misalnya mereka masuk
The
ke
rest of the
A kan
team.
ada plan baru dia bisa nge-point.
Covers around mid and gelato. Look up here towards Cat. Patman again trying to displace. Does get some decent damage in. Cannot find the kill. Push to the wall. The timing there. Shots, but the turn from Alfier is just so damn fast. Puts them
Ya
all, but
Allah.
Alba continues to just absolutely dominate. 40 HP. Jing at the ready. Just the classic. Gonna look to try to push forward, regain some control of tree. Push coming in. Jing gonna be good for the one, but cannot find Kayak. Puts him to 16 HP. With all of this noise happening around this A site, the kill onto Alpha, eventually they might actually get funneled right up in towards something. He's been staying quiet with that judge in hand. Turns from it, finds one.
Left.
3 more shells left. Evacuates the area, sends down the cloudburst, looks to play the next door. Weapon's gonna be swapped over, 20 seconds remaining. The pivot now, getting ready to come
elah, dah fail situ lagi.
thinking maybe they had all left. Ends up getting caught up, something quickly trying to rotate, but this has been heard. Chronicle now goes on the flank. Cloudburst into the corner, the drop down, spamming. A tiny bit of damage gonna be found, has to go for the reload, and Chronicle is getting closer for the backstab. The push forward. Just trying to find anything that he possibly can, but it's gonna just be death.
Okay, nice try.
2 losses there, but ultimately start things off 2-1.
Yeah, some great responses here from FNATIC. Able to deal with some of the trickery.
Defense-nya Paperrex tuh jelek, Cok.
See something there, a little bit frustrated. Maybe felt like he should have had more, but you know, Paperrex coming out very antsy here on a set, wanting to try to make aggressive plays through smokes, wanting to try to get ahead of the curve. God, what a turn from Alpha. From the follow-up on a Batman right in the shoulder. Fantastic, and a smile on his face.
And that means they're in for a world of hurt, because look at what's available. Tour de Force now in hand. Immediately pop. No operator in response here from Paperrex, just can't afford to try to get it online. Jing tucked here at Wine. No easy way to try to flush him out of this position. Smoke gets set up, tries to go for the peak. Jing now sends out the paranoia, trying to evacuate,
elah,
but
apa KTP sih?
Chronicle able to intercept. Spot on the one, Patman. Quick little peek, finds the kill. Kayak gonna be taken down. Fragment buys him a little bit more time as rotations start coming through. Steel Garden is going to be there to greet them, take the weapons away. Devi at Heaven, able to avoid it. Forsaken just lingers here for the moment. Devi waiting for his timing, but now Forsaken taken down. 3 players remaining. Clear the thorns, the shots from something. Out from tree, not connecting. Looks like ultimately, Paperrex getting clustered up, but Devi will split back over to Heaven.
Ya elah, 3 lawan 3 nih. Lawan 4.
Shoulder spotted. Headshot gonna be found. Another tailwind. 1 kill away. Devi in the roughest positions at Tour de Force at the moment. Completely trained on his angle.
Ya elah.
Runs out of bullets. Devi able to find 1. Alpha dead. Still plenty of work to try to clutch this, and he cannot. Boaster gets a 3K. FNATIC now.
Jelek banget defense,
That
Cok.
whole round just so uncomfortable for Paperrex because of the Tour de Force. And they don't have the smokes to cut off A main.
Nah, si Jing tuh mati awal mulu, Cok. Padahal smoker, guys.
And Devi's util not there. So they just can never create that extra angle. They have to try to brute force their way here through short. And it's just too difficult. Too many crossfires. FNATIC playing it too well coordinated.
Jelek banget, Cok.
I wouldn't be too surprised if you see a timeout here pretty soon for Paperrex, but for now, they're gonna let it ride.
Emang harus Jing jangan main smoker, Cok. Sumpah, dia main smoker tuh malah kadang tuh gitu loh. Dia tuh kadang suka ego picknya dia lagi, keluar lagi.
Get aggressive here at A main and B main, so
Map jeleknya Paperrex, sumpah ini guys, nggak bohong.
trying to throw them off balance, but
Gila masih
Chronicle
di pick gitu,
just
bro.
domes something.
Well, it had to be a monstrous shot from something. We know he's capable of it, but Chronicle, when it's him on the opposite side, you're always going to be unfavored given the weapons. Jing holding close. Bush getting ready to come through. Stinger let loose. Alpha on that peak still is able to find Patman, mind you. Incredibly fast shot from him. Weapon scooped up. The
Nice.
pushover coming in. Alpha here now going to be taken down. TP forward on to the site from Boaster. It's around. Here's the drop. Jing just playing here within the smoke. The switch hit. Jing wanted to go on the timing, but Boaster watches for
Ada
it.
flash padahal,
Cuts him
Cok.
down. It's in a good position. Recon gonna be set. Devi finding the headshot. Now that leaves Forsaken all alone, trying to make this happen.
Cok, punya flash Jing loh. Jing punya flash, Cok.
4-1. FNATIC continuing to take us
Gak
close to
pernah
the
mau
split.
dipakai utilnya guys.
There's some moments here for Paperrex where maybe the round could have turned, but it's actually going to be Boaster this time, who probably saves FNATIC's bacon. So ready for that push out of the smoke. I mean, you could see that they are extremely aware of how
Punya
aggressive
flash,
that
bisa
Paperrex wants
retake
to be.
padahal guys
Alpha
itu guys
gets
sudah
caught
dapat
out.
2 padahal Jing.
Still got the one and done. Using that rendezvous to get out of dodge. Even invest the Nightfall here.
Player standing.
And almost for Divide, but Crashies stands tall. Something as the op, though. It's going to be the op from Alpha. Going to challenge.
Recon cleared. Jump peek, not going to spot anything there. Something just backs off the angle.
That util's nice. It opens up the angle for Alpha. So now he's got control of this space. Something tries to cross, but I think it might have been seen.
Seems like, yeah, Pixel might have been spotted as he exited that smoke.
Mati dah deh. Penting.
Continuing to scale forward. Peek about to come through, and he can't get the flick down. Something finds the headshot. Critical kill to be found. As Paperrex trying to cut this lead down. Trying it on B main, Spike being brought over. Dimensional drift is available.
Just one gun heard there, so Paperrex not really going to change their strategies, not change their plans. TP, though, for a fast rotation, if necessary.
Big
30
out 10,
seconds left.
something not falling for it. Sees, holds him back, tucks back into the smoke, the jiggle peek, the shot not going to connect. Sights back over in towards mid. Nothing going to be spotted there. Boaster for the moment, going to be held at bay. Grab of the orb. That's going to be his ult online, so can join in over onto the B side very quickly, but Kayak now has been noted. It's 10 seconds, they have to make a go for this. The footsteps going to be heard. Forsaken trying to stop them here into their tracks. Boaster taken down, up and over the top. Something comes out of nowhere. Forsaken managing to find Chronicle before he can redraw the weapon. Flawless round here for Paperrex means they get up to 2.
One of those butterfly effect moments there in that mid battle. The op battle so crucial here. And something just barely wins it. The shot just goes wide.
Right past his hip.
If Alpha wins that, a very different round. Of course, something happy to switch to the shorty after he gets the confirmation that there's a player there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Forsaken good enough for it anyway. Yeah, so much of that round just about winning that battle. That could be something we'll see. Maybe again, yes, indeed. Still enough money there. A lot of ults available on both sides. Bladestorm behind it for something. You got Kayak with the Dimensional Drift. Crashies with the Hunter's Fury. Could combo those into something. Have to wait and see.
Turned it on the angle this time though, Alfier. Looking to try to push forward, Recon. This position widely is cleared out. Forsaken with some free fire, not going to be able to find a connection.
Get something though.
So I don't think that's necessarily where you wanted that trademark to go. Smoke about to dissipate, and that would have been one hell of a flick. Cannot find it, nor can something. Both ops going to be staved off and forced away. Spike still dropped, its full rotations come through.
Love the cautious play from both teams. Nobody overcommitting to anything. Something re-clearing. Pinging it out.
The call from the shadows right now from Jing. He would get so much information, but looks like they're just going to save it. Try to get a fast rotate. Dimensional drift going to be coming through now. The rest of the team waiting to try to scale, but Divide going to be caught swinging out of that smoke.
Ngapain ya, Son,
Before the Hunter's Fury can even get involved. Something trying to intercept, comes in around the back, does manage to go ahead and find a kill on a Crashies. Alfier now needing to contend with the Jet. Advantage to him.
Nice.
Oh, what a flash in. What a play in there from Patman. Disrupts it just enough. Kill gonna be found. Paranoia not connecting on the post. The flash certainly does, but Chronicle still safe, still fragging Patman just with 10 HP. Gonna try to just exit that operator on the far side, just across the way, but there's just no access to it. Has to back off and leave it there on the floor.
Aduh.
Man, oh man. For a moment there, it looked like maybe the Bladestorm from something was going to be a difference maker.
Davai nge-pick salah satu. Jason bingung mau kemana, padahal jaga aja G-side kalau pede.
Completely stops them from pushing downstairs. And that allows FNATIC to just spam the smokes and get kills.
PRX kayak
And
kurang
that is
stress juga emang.
part of this composition that makes it so annoying, and why you want to get ahead of the curve, why you want to stop them, and why Paperrex is being so aggressive in some of these rounds. Why you're pushing something all the way out in the mid with an op. You want to try just not let FNATIC get into comfortable positions in that post plant. Phenomenal stuff from something, but just not going to be enough. Just holding it down through the smoke. Oh, what a shot though. The swing onto something.
Nggak kena dia coba.
That's got to be frustrating.
5 rounds now accrued for FNATIC. Let's see, is this a timeout call? Yes, it is. Paperrex now pumping the brakes. Thought perhaps it was going to be saved off after the previous flawless. And now wanting to try to get in with the players. Course correct, rack up as many rounds on this defending side as they possibly can.
Yeah, I'll be pretty curious to see what the changes are going to be. You know, I understand the game plan coming in. Now you're going to have to find something a little bit different. You're still going to have to contest with that operator from Alfier, which means you're going to have a difficult time maintaining mid control. So how are you going to be able to react to that? Maybe trying to play a little bit more together. Make sure Devi here.
Kurang, ini kalah map aja sih guys. Jingi kagak main, Gavai kagak main, karena di map ini mereka nggak bisa dapat serat sih sumpah guys, kelihatan banget.
Him and Forsaken.
Top of box, this is going to be a bit of an off angle here for both of the players, looking for the flick up, can't find it. As Boaster is trying to get played in, trying to have Alpha play bait a little bit, but ultimately won't be rewarded with anything. Drone confirms the reposition here. 0 point. Does spawn out Alfier. Boaster still up and over the top. Waiting to see if this Jet's head ends up peeking out, but something's playing just around the corner.
You should wait for contact here as Paperrex. Oh, Chronicle.
So fast. Immediately dispatches the enemy Jet. As Paperrex once again here on the back foot. Still Forsaken hovering around alongside Devi. Start going for a pretty quick pivot as Patman is going to try to hold this door. Flash's going to be set up, but he won't be able to do a damn thing. Kayak immediately finds the kill. Crashies gets jammed.
Kalau tembak nih, berak.
And things are falling apart very swiftly.
Ngepiknya satu-satu guys, satu-satu ngepiknya cok.
For the save. Forsaken can recover the operator, but that's about it.
Ngepiknya satu-satu jelek banget.
The game planning here from FNATIC so good on how to anticipate. They are going to get the op back at least.
Crashies nearby enough, might still yet be able to find a punish. Will be able to get the swing out in time. Peeks it. Shot wide from Forsaken. And that's going to be FNATIC desperately looking to try to get this kill. We'll tuck back into the pit, but FNATIC will know exactly where they're hiding. Thorn set up, popped. Both players now contained here onto the corner. Flash finding nothing. Shock Dart going a little bit too deep. Straightforward decay not yet taking full effect. This is playing right around the edge of this one. Now the double push. Finds one. Running out of time. Chronicle gets the 3K, takes the op out of their hands. As now FNATIC have 2 of them to try to play around with.
That's devastating. But man, oh man, the way that they're setting up here. Changing the op over into Boaster's hands, and Chronicle the quick peek out to take something down. Filthy.
It's making it look so very effortless.
But the push and pull here from FNATIC, the way that they're trying to bait these reactions out of Paperrex, kind of understanding the game plan, and they're ahead of the curve again, even after the timeouts. So now you start really being concerned for Paperrex. Do they have any other responses left on this defender side?
Dapat 3 atau 4 aja susah banget guys.
Cutting through.
And they're back on an eco.
Oh my god. Boaster gets the collab. Forsaken in something called Annihilated. Spam down to 1. And Patman worried about the repeak. Doesn't stick around. Now Kayak is here to fill this position. Keeps the IGL protected. Patman held at bay.
Dari 1 cok.
Quick clear on the trademark. Poster now dialed in on this angle. Shot goes wide. Finds the first. The trade, however, instantaneous. Allows for Divide to scoop up a Vandal. The approach on the A still getting ready to come through. Jing, tuck, swings, spots.
Going out.
Sends out the smoke. Paranoia at the ready. The clone gets popped. Shots exchanged. Rotation now getting ready to come through. 33 seconds remaining. As these footsteps going to be heard and noted by Divide.
30 seconds left.
TP immediately coming through. Quick cancel. Says no.
Ya elah,
Rotating over
galing
to
kena,
Keren
Cok.
out here. My God. What is that shot? Jing finding one. Paranoia dodged.
Kenapa lihat
They
ke
swing
kiri
out
sih?
wide,
Udah pasti kan di
and
dodge
then
ya?
mow him down. 7 rounds now locked in. FNATIC guaranteed the lead at the half, and it's looking like it's going to be a massive one.
If you had
Itu udah
a
round
bingo
menang,
card
harusnya
for
guys,
this
sumpah
map
masih
and you
kalah
had
juga,
poster
Cok, anjing.
collab on it, congrats. You're hitting the money there. Disgusting. Love to see it. And you love to see that Kayak right there to back him up. I mean, he's stuck behind the box. What are you going to do? That's okay. And then Alpha.
I just, at a certain point, I have to question the coaching staff of FNATIC. Why does Alpha here not just play Chamber on every map?
Right?
I know that it's not necessarily the best, but he right now is looking like the best.
Aduh,
He is
Dava kalau
so
nahan dikit guys,
damn
dapat
clean.
itu dia nge-picknya Evangelion
I
jelek
think
sih.
he should just force it everywhere. Because if he's gonna play like this, if he's gonna hit shots like that,
Nah, kenapa dia buka Essen ya? Gua nggak tahu kenapa guys.
Just keep him on Chamber.
Dari semua map kenapa buka Essen ya? Gua nggak tahu kenapa guys.
Don't care.
He's taking Ye's throne now.
Yeah, just let him dominate. Because good Lord.
Yeah, just absolutely disgusting stuff. I mean, but there just isn't much you can do about stuff like that. He's just too good.
Mending Heaven sih kata gua mah.
But beyond that, the macro game's so good for FNATIC here on this attacker side. They're so good at working the map, so good at understanding where you're going to be weak, where they can find opportunities. And everything Paperrex tried has failed. He has that tour de force again. Do have Chronicles ult.
You want to play? Let's play.
He is going to pop it off the rip. He's going to challenge B main angle here. Forsaken up close and personal.
Smoke blooms. It just wants to get rid of that trademark. He's able to do so. 0 point gets a good amount of info. Dodge from Alfier means the tour de force obviously still going to be in play. Gate crash set up over towards stairs.
Oh,
Standard
Divide.
default here is going to be the Steel Guarded now invested. Forsaken spotted out. Quick peeks just clears out that clone. Divide at 4 HP. Weapons now recovered. Forsaken able to find one Divide. In from the smoke, finding a second as Forsaken floods forward.
Gila, nice banget Dava yang
Michael
Jason.
dead now just leaves
Nice.
Corsair alone, and there you go. It's going to be another flawless from Paperrex to get themselves a 3rd round win.
Like the fighting retreat here, Divide took a ton of damage.
4 HP.
Yeah, on spam through the wall. When FNATIC was beginning to make their move. And then him and Forsaken just playing their lives and waiting for the reinforcements to come through. You also get the Steel Garden out of Chronicle in that round, so who knows? Run back could be possible. Phenomenal work there from those two players.
Yang penting trade kill sih. Killnya rata soalnya guys. Nggak ada yang overpower di Paperrex ini.
Play the fighting
Emang
retreat.
nggak cocok aja mapnya, Cok. Kayak map mereka jelek guys buat trade kill di sini
those
guys.
extra angles, those extra man advantages in the fights. Make FNATIC have to second guess. So it's going to be I think a pretty big pause here for FNATIC in terms of drawing out time down on the round. Not that should be that surprising, but turn the tempo up a bit in that previous one compared to their usual.
With 2 more to be played out, it's a double
Yo,
face.
Doro yang nggak mati.
Chronicle down to 4. So he'll get a double kill now in a smoke. Just how good, I don't make the rules.
If there's anybody who can do it.
Corsair again trying to play this boosted position as Kayak getting the better of Patman. Sings up a little bit more here, making Jing a bit more uncomfortable as he gets spotted. Alfier does bring out a couple shots. So Jing
Ya elah, Jing. Matinya tuh satu mulut, Cok.
Perfectly played, perfectly timed. Levi trying to scale forward. Some noise made here at tree. Door, however, does get shut. Broken open. Immediately headshot. Something on the peak, able to find one. Kayak now dropped. Alpha repositions back over through A main, joining in with Crashies. This Chronicle gonna try to scale forward here. Up Cat. Spike now interrupted as the Nightbot comes through, but Poster still has that operator, and something gets caught by it. Time, however, dwindling. Spike there at Hell. Forsaken, tagged low. Hitting right here in front of their faces. There's just nothing they can do about it. Both players so very low.
Jelek banget, Cok. Sulit
hits the
satu
3K.
Cok, mainnya, Cok.
Once again, flawless from Paperrex, but FNATIC get the follow-up.
Starting to be a believer in Boaster's op again. He has been really sharp with it, and he's got great awareness on this map too. I want to give him some flowers. Yeah, Alpha is a force to be reckoned with, no doubt about it. He's the one that's breaking things open for you, cleaning things up. But Boaster has been really aware of these timing pushes out of short for Paperrex. He shut a couple down.
Anjing 49, Cok.
And that's really pivotal there because it doesn't allow for the retakes to really even materialize for Paperrex. So tip of the cap to him. Something still has the op. Last round and a half. Challenging Crashies is Forsaken, but only a little bit of damage done. At least gets a little Vice Util out, I suppose.
Going to stop any further peak. And they'd love to get rid of that wall, but without the kill, it's just not going to be possible at all. Still pushing forward, but Chronicle, of course, is going to be good for it. 12-6 and 2 here at the moment.
Kalau
Drone
mulu
spotting
begitu,
nothing,
Cok.
some noise made, something pushes forward over towards Pizza. Now moving up to bench. And he spot him. Doesn't matter.
Come on, lihat guys.
Immediately shuts him down.
Satu-satu terus begitu terus anjing.
She's at every twist and turn. Paperrex suffering heavily. Push getting ready to come through. Patman trying to scout out, trying to peek in.
udah sih,
Immediately
selesai.
dispatched. As the mask goes on, and Jing is going to be absolutely trapped here at back plat. Goes for a timing shot, finds the first, tries to hit the transfer. Devi will get the cleanup on the Alfier. But in the end, it's 9-3. FNATIC well out in the lead.
Exactly what you would expect from FNATIC on this map. Alfier.
Udah tahu waktu masih lama guys, sumpah. Mereka tuh nggak sabaran guys. Waktunya masih lama padahal.
Paperrex looking a bit out of sorts. Pick up that pistol, immediately dropping the anti-eco and set them back. They need another pistol if they want to rebound and close this out 2-0. Otherwise, it's looking like we're going to go to split.
Nggak, udah tahu si FNATIC kan 20 detik 30 detik baru pergi guys. Mereka tuh masih semenit udah mau nge-pick coba. Padahal kalau misalnya mau nge-pick tuh pas dari detik 30 detik gitu. Kalau mau nge-pick tuh pasti mereka udah ready mau masuk side. Kalau nggak ada. Aduh, jelek banget coy di Essen coy, sumpah dibuka lagi Essennya. Udah flashnya nggak ada yang connect coy, kagak ada kayak flash maju, flash ini guys. Yang gue bingung tuh kenapa kayak diulang-ulang terus kesalahan yang sama, Cok. Bingung gue. Apa nggak siapin strats kayaknya sih, kayaknya feeling gue. Iya tahu, cuman dia kan udah tahu FNATIC tuh selalu hold angle, nahan 20 menit, 20 sampai sisa 20 detik. Nah itu. Harus hold, kalau nggak ngambil space terus hold udah. Jadi kalahnya karena mereka maju-majunya terlalu maju aja guys, terlalu overpick, jadinya mereka udah ready crosshair coy, tinggal nembak doang palanya. Bisa sih harusnya, cuman defense-nya aja harus diperbaikin coy. Attack-nya nggak tahu sih, attack-nya sih mungkin better ya, attack karena mereka nggak hold, main cepat mereka.
Are well out in the lead. 9-3 at the half. Paperrex pick up a pistol. And then it all starts falling apart from there, only managing to find 3 round wins on the defending side. Now, needing to have a monstrous attack if they want to avoid going over to split.
And a very important pistol coming up here. Even though they're able to get the first, you know, going up against this double Sentinel comp with that Headhunter in play, sure, Alfier was able to be dispatched quickly in the first pistol round. I don't expect the same thing to happen here. Let's see what Paperrex wants to do. Maybe they just dial up the tempo, challenge them, but it's so hard with that Vice there to really kind of get things to go the way you want. Forsaken creating some attention on the other side of the map, though. Oops. Here comes the Headhunter.
Slowly trying to back away, but he's going to be out into the open. And this time, Alpha not managed to line them up. Roughing both pistols thus far. I suppose they're going to be spotted there on the Jiggle Peak.
But you saw no one else, so the rotations can come through quick for FNATIC.
Pretty much everybody clustered up. Top flash from Patman trying to escort the forward, but Chronicle just pre-fires through the smoke, managing to find that kill. Crashy's trying to scale up. Shock darts into the corner. Right there, point blank onto Jing, puts him to 50. There's only 2 players left unscathed here in the lobby at the moment. Stat and Hell. Devi trying to hold the door. 2 players on the opposite side, Chronicle being one of them. Kayak with that Sheriff, the other. Some shots flying. A 1-for-1. Ping reveal on the Jing. Spots him. I'll know that he's still going to be lingering here within the smoke, and something needs to try to find this kill. Free Peaks just trying to drum up some interest. Keep the attention tied on his position. So far has been able to do so. The smoke now dissipating. Right clicks cannot come through. Going to be close though on the defuse. As Chronicle tries to get it done. And nearly points to a mine. Has it in hand.
Udah susah cok, nggak dapat pistol anjing.
Unbelievable stuff. FNATIC just so patient. And again, it's all about these quick rotations. It's all about this win against Forsaken. There's nobody else there. So the ruse that Forsaken's trying to create by using that fade util on the other side is dealt with. A crash, he's huge from heaven. Takes it down and allows for the defuse. Unbelievable.
Nice try lah, udah nih, susah bro.
By far, 0.45, I believe, the previous. Unbelievable. That might just be backbreaking. Even with the deficit, though, Paperrex not going to be going for a full force. Widely going to be 3 Sheriffs here.
Ice wall right in front. And it's behind the smoke, so you make a move, you're going to get cut in half.
Locked in with the Thorns on top.
Yep.
By will straight forward, and then just doesn't know.
Lihat samping doang tuh Dava itu sendiri.
So it does end up getting taken down. Back flat position now going to be noted. Tries to get some good damage in. Cannot confirm that kill. Poster out into the open. Ends up falling. Alpha finding one. Chronicle still fighting, still surviving, still persevering. As Shock Dart will fly through. And Crashies will bring this to a very quick end.
Aduh.
And the jump shot from Crashies ends the round, but you know, Paperrex tried to challenge the Vice utility. Devi pays the price. He's the sacrificial lamb. Able to get in there, get a couple kills, but FNATIC's not going to let you do anything further than that. Nasty stuff from Alpha. Chronicle blinded up, doesn't matter.
No.
Just Alpha gets to see the show.
Poster now.
Jelek banget sumpah guys, seasonnya guys, nih guys.
Around B.
Anjing gua nggak main Omen cok.
Smoke down. Some shots flying.
Ya elah mati samping cok.
Finding something there, top mid. Chronicle getting Forsaken.
Mati 2 orang lihat guys, pikir 1-1 guys. Jelek banget di B.
As this train wreck is starting to grind
Nembak apa
to
lihat?
a halt.
Udah nge-troll semua sih, udah nge-train semua sih cok. Jelek banget cok, main apa cok, tembak apa itu?
2 players left standing, and given the situation that you're in, given that it's about to be FNATIC moving up to map point.
Ice wall right here.
And even trying to go for the save.
Dia pedas banget loh di sunset cok.
Be the double push.
Udah di-push lagi.
Poster, the one standing between them and the site. Smoke blooms, Thorns. Locking them in position for now. Chronicle arriving at market. Flash goes in. Padman goes down. Spike now stranded. Jing needing to do everything, but in all likelihood capable of doing nothing. Swings, and Kayak will find it. Map point locked in. FNATIC looking damn near flawless here on
Padahal dua-dua saja ya, iya juga ya.
Yeah, just brutal how good they are on this map. The way that they're able to just challenge angles and win them consistently is otherworldly. Right out of the smoke and right into something's face goes Kayak. Chronicle just been so sturdy for them throughout. Nice finisher there for Kayak. FNATIC 1 round away from sending us to split. A hero or a blast cannon rifle for Devi, and otherwise you got some Guardians and Bulldog.
Oh, and already damage suffered. Patman down to 45. He's not able to catch any breaks whatsoever.
Thomasnya udah jelek banget sih pasti.
Looking for the entry and the counter spam. It comes through. Boaster finding one of the full HP members. Just further expounds on the advantages already guarded here by FNATIC in the round. Saken tucked in, swings, finds the first,
Nice.
does the headshot. On the repeat, finds Crashies.
Where are you?
Suspicious about this placement here.
Yeah,
In AB, but
Ella!
right as he turns, he doesn't wait for the haunt to pop. Just hands them the timing on a silver platter, and Patman cannot find the kill.
Ya elah lah tuh.
Jing now dead, Devi lurking.
Yeah,
Looks
like-
to get the jump, but Alpha survives. In all likelihood, try to bring this to an end, but does get dispatched. 1v2, 30 seconds to try to play with.
30
The
seconds left.
reposition. Kayak trying to watch the angle, but it looks like Devi slipping the net there in that regard, but it's making plenty of noise.
Poison orb emitting.
Poison orb thrown down.
I have the
Spike
spark.
recovered. 12 seconds remaining. Would love to try to go for the switch, but cannot do it. Taps it, trying to spot if there's anybody on the approach here from backside. It's in behind the box. Here's Kayak on the push, and
nembak
Kayak
udah,
will
Cok.
strike him down.
Jelek banget cow di Essen cow mainnya cow anjing. Tiga 13 cow anjing kagak main sama sekali, lihat cow. Apa coba cow? Ntar lah nge-vape dulu ah. Matiin kamera bentar guys. Pusing pala guys, pusing pala guys. Pusing pala. Split nggak tahu lagi split cok. Split biasa split 50-50 soalnya. Ya udah kalah M cok, kayak mereka masuknya bingung, jalan-jalannya bingung. Kalah pulang, kalah tinggal perebutan juara 3 doang. Hadiah doang. For second lagi udah MVP cok. 2 kali MVP nih for second. Gak mungkin teori website bang. Teori website kan masih besok guys. Itu kalah juga, kalah sekarang masih ada permainan besok buat top 3, top 4. Gak langsung juara 4 soalnya. Babi. Kurang pede mereka nggak pernah main di situ, kayak takut gitu guys. Tapi oke sih, juara 4 70.000 minimal dapat 1 M guys. Alright, it's okay. Kita lihat apakah angin akan membawa Paperrex sampai ke grand final atau tidak guys ya. Let's see. Kalau dia membawa sampai grand final, it's mean ya ada rezekinya kayaknya. Dance. To my hands, oh Jesus, Kenapa ada ini gua baru, bro? Kenapa ada klip gua, guys? Counterfire. Best reset setting. Okay, we'll see, bro. We'll see, bro. It's been a long day. Besok perebutan juara 3, betul. Sama besok lelang. L-alang, lelang. Review trailer lelangnya, Bang. Gua nggak login ini lagi, guys. Gua nggak login Instagram, guys. Gua nggak login Insta, bro. Ntar aja dah. Mana Discord. Coba lelang. Jadi operasi nggak, Om? Operasi apa tuh, bangsa?
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel smoking cigarette, mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got thick but she wanna get Finnegan, drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim cause she wanna be Kim and them.
Gelo,
I know they
bengkel.
got bad, stop acting innocent. We ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had these millions. My whip could have been in a Tokyo drip, I started
Supra.
I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew it. Now this girl want me in her uterus, fuck it, I'm rich, let's do it.
Nih, ini keren banget, sumpah. Gue udah lihat mobil aslinya, keren banget mobil ini, guys.
I'm not in a mood, come on flight then.
Motifannya keren banget, sumpah. Supra ini. Apa yang ini, yang Paul Walker?
Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my gang and my DJ paid. Where's my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even
Lihat tuh, wah, itu beneran motifannya, lampunya tuh kedap-kedip, guys.
Dia
pakai kode Dewan, kata banget. Tadi yang kode Dewan pakai itu mah mobil limited bulan Juli. Jadi pakai kode Dewan tadi mobil limited bulan Juli itu. Apa sih? Fail side, Marda RX8 fail side. Sama apa nih kode Dewan pakai 2? Itu limited bulan Juli. Ada 10 slot. Hari Minggu, guys, ingat, guys. Kita akan lihat, guys. Who's gonna be the best of the best. Ntar kita akan kita add member semua yang bit lelang. Ini akan di live chatnya ntar dibuka. Terus ada chatnya orang buat lelang sini, guys. Live TB ya. Pokoknya banyak, guys. Tapi tadi yang GTR jelek. GTR mana? GTR bagus malah. Itu GTR-nya Han, cok. GTR yang dipakai kode Dewan itu GTR-nya Han itu, guys. GTR-nya Han. Pokoknya ada ini, guys, ada apa sih? Gua spill aja nggak apa ya. S limitednya bulan Juli itu ada GTR-nya Han. Satu itu ada Lexus. Prediksi lu tembus berapa? Bengkel 100 sih kayaknya feeling gua. Han ini Fast and Furious. Fail side GTR apa GTR sih RX berapa fail side gitu, RX8. GTR cuman emang ada, guys. Pokoknya 3 deh, tuh lagi gue lupa udah mau diganti apa enggak. RX7 failset ya, RX7 apa RX8 tahu dah. RX7. Kok GTR-han sih? RX7 failset, Mazda. RX7 ya. Itu yang dipakai kode Dewan tuh RX7 failset, guys. Cuma di warnanya aja sama kode Dewan dibikin silver gitu. Carrera. Pokoknya ada 3, guys. Satunya lagi gue lupa mau diganti. Harusnya satunya lagi tuh McLaren. Cuman McLaren-nya kemarin itu setapan apa sih? Hello Kitty, guys. Apa sih? Bodipannya Hello Kitty, jadi jelek banget, cow. Masa dikasih orang langsung Hello Kitty gitu kan? Aneh banget, cow. Kalau R34 kayaknya bisa di atas around 50 ke atas ya harusnya, guys. Ada di GTR yang pelan banget emang ada, guys. R7 kencang banget sih. Semua itu kayaknya itu kenceng gaknya itu belum fix banget deh. Setahu gua apa udah di setup ya sama modifier mobil kita. Akselerasinya kayak belum rapi banget. Nanti tunggu bentar. Tuh lagi gue lupa deh. Bentar, guys. Tapi nggak menutup kemungkinan founder Motion Live bisa ikut lelang. Ngapain founder Motion Live ikut lelang? Ini kan buat warga, Cok. Founder Motion Live juga udah punya kalau nggak dilelang, guys. Itu bengkel punya mereka. Suara juga mau diganti, betul. Event lelangnya besok, guys. Lexus LVA, betul. Ntar gue juga ini ya, gue minta di garasi gue. Kalau Limisis 260 kayak kurang gak sih, Bang? Udah cukup, guys. Guys, realitasnya sekarang gue tanya kalian. Kalian kalau punya mobil sport, emang di tol sampai 300? Enggak kan? Enggak ada, Cok, anjing di tol-tol sampai 300, bro. 250 tuh udah kenceng banget anjing di tol. Enggak ada, guys. Orang-orang tuh sampai 260, Cok. 300, 400, apalagi 400, Cok, di kota, Cok. Kenceng banget 400 anjing. Emang kita bikin nggak terlalu cepet, Cok, max-maxnya. Jadi kayak emang ya lebih ke akselerasinya beda. Bentar guys ya, gue sambil nge-vape dulu bentar guys, biar bisa off cam dulu. Paling gue malam kalau mau RP guys, malam banget lah, jam 10, jam 11. Habis di sini gue istirahat dulu bentar. Ngurus server dulu. Normal tuh 250, 260, Cok, speed. Sabar guys. Oke, gue lagi sambil ngurus ini guys, ngurus server.
Obviously, it's like you can make them really over-rotate a lot. And like if PRX like found these gaps and like especially I don't know if they start attack or defense, I didn't see it, sorry. But like I think like if they start attack, they might like roll them, like really.
All right, so with that, about a little over a minute before we head back for that decisive map, are you sticking with your pick here? You had FNATIC earlier, feeling good about it after the bounce back?
All the way. I think Alpha is on a heater right now. Chronicle is unleashed. They want the revenge. They're gonna smack PRX on this map 3 of Split. Even though I know, listen, I'm gonna give respect. I know PRX is very good at Split.
Yeah, you sound like a hater to me. I could not go more in the other direction. I feel confident about Paperrex heading into Split. I agree with Usage. I feel like they should have what they need to be able to pick apart FNATIC in this map if they've done their homework. And Alex is a great coach. Like they will do their homework for sure.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, for me, I'm sorry, as I said again, sorry, MEA fan. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my God.
I know I'm from MEA. I've been always in the MEA, but I'm cheering for Paperrex. And I'm sorry, Jake.
Okay,
Please don't kill me.
Well, he's got a lot to look out for. Again, FNATIC and Paperrex, two of the marquee organizations, not only in VALORANT, but across the world in esports. Only one will be able to etch their name in the history books of the first ever VALORANT champion here at the Esports World Cup. Who will it be, FNATIC or Paperrex? They do it one more time for the final time here at the Esports World Cup. Let's send it on over to Achilleos and Paper Thin for the final map number 3.
We knew it was going to go the distance. Split, as promised, now being delivered. Alpha giving the thumbs down to the Paperrex boys across the stage. This FNATIC look for some revenge. Single elimination, a brutal format. FNATIC wanting to be the ones to send this squad home and be the first team forward into the grand final.
And what a map to close on. Both of these teams typically running double duelist here. So you're going to see some similar ideas. Generally, the only difference is going to be Boaster on the Astra versus Forsaken on the Omen. Otherwise, they run very similar comps, but very different approaches to their play style, of course, as we've seen throughout these two maps, as we've seen throughout their interactions this year. And now, just gotta wonder, you know, does FNATIC have that momentum now? They got hot on map 2. Can they carry it over? But PaperX has shown resilience throughout this year, nearly not even qualifying for Masters Toronto. Talk about that butterfly effect. Talk about that game against DFM. Then they end up coming through and winning Masters Toronto and looking to send FNATIC home
Cuma beda
again.
Astra sama Omen doang, guys.
A map we didn't get to see. Des talked about it. This was supposed to be map 5 in Toronto. Didn't get there. Now FNATIC's chance to maybe show that they would have closed it out had it gotten there in the first place.
6 mah banyak, guys. Mobil 6 seat.
Perhaps just making up for lost time as we get ready to go into this one. All to play for, elimination. Staring both teams here in their face. FNATIC, though, looking electric on that last map of Ascent. Expected that it was going to be favored for them, but maybe not to the extent that it was. 13-3. They were dispatching PaperX at every twist and turn. Split going to be a bit more familiar for them.
Jualan bis bang, bisa satu kesamatan bang.
Expecting that level of dominance from either side. This one should be a bloodbath.
Absolutely. And coming into this with PaperX starting on the defender side, you're going to be looking for them to do as much damage as possible here, because both of these teams generally like to play on that attacker side with the double duelist. So, you know, for PaperX here, if they can get 5-6 rounds on this half, they're going to be feeling really comfortable going into it. But if FNATIC just comes out hot, who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be really, really close. It feels like, you know, with the power level of these two teams on this map, should be expecting a deep run here.
For the PaperX faithful, have to be asking the question, was the Ascent a little bit anomalous? Is FNATIC very much warmed up and here to play? Chronicle, Alpha Year, throughout the two maps so far have been phenomenal here for the
udah
team.
hitungan CP atau masih master bang? Master, guys.
Rock steady. And hell, Poster hit a collat. So you gotta be a little bit wary.
Teman-teman doakan PaperX, guys. Tidak apa reset aim. Fajar main duelis lagi sekarang, bro.
First presence going to be shown here over at Garage, as it seems like PaperX widely clustered up, wanting to try to get a punish, potentially onto Chronicle. They know his tendencies. They know that he loves to linger alone here, go on that lurk.
This is all just kind of, oh, what a shot from Chronicle.
Instantly just finding the one. Fake out on the gate crash, and yep, Pixel spot of Patman's position going to be known. Now widely left on an island. Jing has to stick around to try to keep him covered at the same time. Something is being wrapped around on. Ends up getting taken down. Divide does fall. Divide out from heaven. Able to find it. Spike still in hand here.
Udah mulai aneh kan gameplaynya, guys.
As Kayak looks to try to slip the net, finds himself over at Alley.
I love the initial round ideas here from FNATIC. See if Divide can deal with this player.
Spots him out. Damage going to be exchanged though. That's Divide down to 40. 5 health advantage for Kayak as the spike can now get planted. No bite, no way to interrupt this.
Spike planted.
It's Forsaken. Rotates over, joins in at this position. 2 sheriffs versus 4 players on the side of FNATIC, and they are not skipping a beat. Ascent, that dominance carrying over. This time FNATIC finding the opening pistol, not needing to pull off the Thrifty.
Yeah, this is such a nice start to the round here for FNATIC. That great macro game, sending out that gate crash early to the other side of the map, clearing Garage, not getting any contact, and Chronicle's just so ready for that swing out. And then like you mentioned, they catch Patman creeping into the cubby. They take care of business. Make it look easy. And a hot start for Chronicle.
Yeah, 3K. Try to get that pit online as quickly as possible. Kayak noted, Paint Shell's not flushing him out. Let's get a good amount of damage across, but cannot find that kill. And now it's going to be Divide taken down, just peeking into Garage. Alpha here takes his head clean off. Forsaken here, try to slow things up as damage exchange. Forsaken good for 1. Finishes off the low HP member, but now you've got something down to 13 health. Swinging around the back, trying to find and intercept Chronicle. As now it's just Patman out into the open. Ain't gonna be good for 1 more, but that leaves something with 13 health to try to make this a little bit more costly. Widely the weapons being carried over. FNATIC holding everything that matters.
just
Harga bengkel mulai berapa harganya kok? Ah, gede sih itu kalau bengkel.
Able to find that pick on Divide, take the Sheriff out of the round. Sure, you lose a couple, but like you said, all's well. It ends well here, you would think. Looks like something just would rather die to the spike.
And just sit here. See if somebody exits through mail. Otherwise, just go down to the spike. Don't give over any additional charge. So while we're talking about, you know, Chronicle, those 3 charges built up. Crashies in his own right, 3 charges away from having the Nightfall. So 2-0 start, clean stuff here for FNATIC thus far on the attack. Paperrex now looking to play anti-bonus.
Yeah, I really love that, you know, I talked about at the beginning that we have 2 very similar comps here between these 2 teams, but the way they play the map is very, very different. You know, on attacker side for Paperrex, it's a lot of getting set up for executes. It's a lot of, you know, mid-exploration, trying to clear some space, and then just kind of flooding into, you know, A or B, and then just kind of maintaining some crossfire, setting up for those post plants, whereas FNATIC's happy to work the hell out of the map. They're all over the place. They send out the gate crashes early. They look for the aggression from Paperrex. And once again, Alpha trying to contest.
TP forward, same smoke setup here from Forsaken. We've seen him scale off of this. Catch team's completely off guard. There's going to be some spam exchange on both sides. Alpha, though, safe for the moment. Widely, nothing spotted. That gains a little bit of control of ramp, but now the rotations start coming back through. That B site about to be executed upon. Divide, next nearest player here is the Boombot. Quickly does get cleared. Stealing sight. Very early paranoia. FNATIC more than happy to wait that out because it's still a minute remaining here.
Did clear the gate crash though, so that kind of eliminates that set execute onto B. They're gonna have to rethink their ideas, trying to challenge mid now. It's gonna be Divide up there. Pops the poison cloud. Poster bounces up.
Fight's already been expended or wasn't afforded. Either way, doesn't have a molly to try to set up, so Poster sliding forward. It's Divide gonna be flushed out. Kayak finding the shots. 2 players here on the B site. Forsaken up over the top, up the box, trying to find the first. It's gonna be something to collect that, but now Chronicle breaks the stack. The swing coming around the back. Pop flash gonna be sent, but something they're closer than he might anticipate. Ends up falling down. Cannot play time.
10 seconds left.
It looks like Paperrex likely can't play out this round.
Pusing gua guys, Gua lagi ngurus server, ini pakai kalah lagi nembaknya.
Poster down low. Cannot find the kill. Sees nade. Used towards hell. The haunt going out. Lands here on the Raptors. Shot still flying. Chronicle ready to peek at a moment's notice out of the garage. And ultimately they have to back away, but they cannot because Kayak is swung in off the flank. A 4K here for the
Kalah pulang guys, tinggal perebutan juara 3 paling.
This is just brilliant work from FNATIC. After the gate crash is cleared, I think Paperrex not anticipating that they'd heavy stack through mid like they did. They double up on Divide. He gets downed easily. What a round for Kayak there. Great late flank. Now you've got Paperrex back onto an eco.
Lagi penting begini, Jo.
Couple stingers, a Bucky, Sheriff, and a Ghost for something.
Not even going for the shorty. Forsaken pushes the smoke. Doesn't manage to find the kill. Seems like weapon not yet scooped up though, so do not manage to recover the rifle. Leave that on the floor as something does grab the Bucky.
Now let's see what Forsaken wants to do. He's gonna try to keep making plays, but he's very cautious, very nervous. Still plenty of time in the round for FNATIC to change directions, change ideas.
Yeah, first real attention towards this A side. As Flash goes in, Kayak nearly cut in half, but does survive, down to 33. Patman here within the smokes. Point flies at his feet. That's gonna be the dimensional drift now coming through. Spots out 1, spots out 3. Tons of information garnered here by the Yoru. He safely makes his way over to backside. Chronicle watching the ramp. Not too much damage gonna be taken, now down to 16 health. Pulsing gonna be really lower, but Jing's still thinking that he's gonna be tucked into the corner. Now Kayak reinforces this position. Smoke coming through. Paperrex knowing that they're going to be surrounded here as they try to scale forward. Flash will fly, Forsaken
kurang
blinded,
banget.
the
Apaan sih,
cleanup comes in.
Cok?
Just the one kill at the end of it all. FNATIC now 4-0.
They're just
Jelek banget,
so
Cok. Ini dari map 2, Cok. Nggak bisa nembak tiba-tiba,
making
Cok.
life absolutely miserable for Paperrex. Okay, you get the Bucky kill. Kayak there. Great flash. He's had a
Nggak ngecek
great
kiri,
start
ngecek
to this
kanan,
map.
bro.
Nice stuff from Kron, as usual. Boaster there, ready for Patman's swing. The crossfires are good. Slight repositions, really nice as well. And you gotta pop an early timeout here.
Pemilihan mapnya sih gue nggak tahu kenapa guys, pemilihan mapnya, Cok.
Side of the map for Paperrex. They are much better on the attacker
Mereka
side.
kenapa nggak nge-ban split, nge-ban Essen ya?
They get something going here.
Mana map apa aja sih?
That they find some damage, that they can make
Mereka
FNATIC
nge-ban apa, Cok?
sweat.
Heaven. Terus
So
main apa
far,
lagi abis Heaven?
They really haven't. FNATIC's been pretty well in control of this entire map.
Yeah, and just looking
main apa,
a bit
Cok?
out of
Have
sorts,
fun.
Savai, you know, full focus.
Ban 2
They
kan?
made not checking anything over to the right-hand side, just caught. trying to
Icebox,
work
nama
down
ban
the ramp.
Icebox ya? Iceboxnya kuat loh mereka.
Start becoming a bit more concerning here for Paperrex. So Alex with the
Wah, nggak
early
tahu dua map ini kayak
intervention.
jelek banget, Cok. Harus di-ban terus nggak sih
Trying to stop
auto-ban?
this from being just an absolute
Lotus nggak mungkin di-ban anjir, yakin gua. Lotus kuat banget, Paperrex.
Operator now going to be online.
Belum mati 3 orang, Cok, main, Cok.
FNATIC though should have a very solid read. That sniper is going to be in play.
Absolutely. It's something you should be anticipating. We're going to challenge here on Garage again.
I saw 3 players that have not died yet. Trying to figure this one out. Alfier suspicious about it, but not fully convinced. Makes the assessment that Omen had not completed the teleport.
Well, they were sick of losing this Garage control.
Paranoia not connecting. Alpha's headshot, however, it does. Blast back to try to offset. Forsaken managing to find one. TP's back out. Ooh,
Nice
Kayak
block,
can
Devon.
collect the kill. Rushes the haunt forward, gets himself over towards Vent. Something there at ramp, staring with the operator. It's the call for Patman to rotate over. Cover the flank, ends up coming through. Spike now drifting forward. The scale out in towards Ramen. Paperrex getting a decent understanding as Boaster looking for the jump, but has to back away. Has that spike in hand. And that could just be round over. He doesn't get out to safety. Shots flying, Kayak finding one. Batman going to be taken down now. Looks to try to get rid of the enemy. You're on the opposite side. The wallbang shot eventually comes through, and now it's a pivot back through the sewer once more.
30 seconds left.
Silence from
Elah, B-nya
B-side.
masuk, Cok.
Crashy's first to arrive here at Divide. Out of alley, re-clearing into heaven, but the timing is going to be missed. Boaster will be able to drop down.
Poison's off.
They just narrowly miss each other. Plant coming through again. The time
10 seconds.
not really on their side, nor is the aim. Something eliminated. The tap, Divide, eventually finding the headshot. Brings it down to a 1v2, but it's up against Chronicle. The multi-time champion, Divide, didn't see the drop down. Misses that, the short
Nice
range,
one.
able to find it, but Forsaken eventually will arrive to get them the round win, but at what cost? So much money available to the side of FNATIC, so many ultimates online. Forsaken registering, I'm not going to be able to get it. I can't get the recovery here.
Just wasn't sure if he's going to get the op back, but I don't think he has enough time. Just going to come up short, I think. But this is a nice start here for FNATIC. I mean, again, re-establishing control, getting Boaster to send a Nova Pulse out to stop that fast hit stuff from Paperrex. And they're working the map nicely, but Divide with a massive double kill finds a great timing there during the spike plant, anticipating the swing from Crashies after the tap. And then Forsaken with a timely smoke, at least buy a little bit extra time for Divide. And able to clutch out the round. Patman struggling, can only afford.
Yeah,
That sees nade almost gets him.
Still gets a good amount of damage in. Forsaken down to 70 now.
Ah,
FNATIC already well aware that they pushed them down to a very low buy. Couple shots from something on the timing, not going to be able to find anything. Makes an exit. It's Forsaken, pushes forward into the smoke. Clears this out.
Nice
Alpha
one.
drifts right into it.
nice one, nice one. Oke, nice.
Great little trap setup.
Oke, ini udah harus lepas aja sih, guys.
Just a thief. so many times
Makasih. Oh ya.
on this map, he's able to find those moments in his own smokes where his
Mereka
opponents
mainnya
just
bakal lama
can't
banget
get the
guys.
read.
Nggak bisa ini,
You
mereka
know
harus
he's doing it.
jangan pernah kebawa
We've seen
permainannya FNATIC,
Fnatic
udah
be very
santai aja,
aware
sumpah.
Of the way that Paperrex likes to play smokes aggressively, and they still can't stop it sometimes.
Toxins going up.
I love the early round ideas from Fnatic, but they lose a player.
Mitnya bakal
Now they're trying to make
dimasukin
their
terus
way
guys, sumpah.
in towards Devi, who drops down. Forsaken
kalau
going to be
dilepas.
holding garage. And this is going to be tough here for Paperrex. Fnatic has once again found their weak side. Here come the stars. Here comes the Nightball.
Will only connect on to one. That's going to be Devi.
Seconds left.
It's not falling for the fake. As Haunt gets cleared, re-swings in. Full flashed up there is Kayak, but arrives in behind. And Devi still somehow manages to pivot for that kill. A 1-for-1 between Chronicle and Jing. Poster. Last one standing here for Fnatic. Time again. Ticking finds a headshot. What a snappy one, but cannot escape again. It's a player from on high to strike him down from behind. Paperrex
Oh iya, analis aja Bang Cio, biar gameplaynya nggak baca. Nggak bisa gitu guys, gue nggak jago analis enak banget. Gue cuma penikmat penonton doang sama pemain cupu guys. Harus relax aja udah, adu tembak aja kalau PD mah.
Chronicle, so disgusting, but no chance there. Showstopper was ready. A great one from Jing. Great reaction. Patman getting himself on the scoreboard. First kill of the map.
Enggak, kadang-kadang tuh mereka tuh nggak lepas aja mainnya guys. Kalau mereka lepas tuh enak padahal guys.
Alfier forced to back away is Forsaken. Playing the smoke this time with a judge. Immediately forces a reroute. Poster. Tag down. Free fire from Jing. Getting decent connection. Just some spam here through the wall from something.
Trying to figure out what's going on. A flash.
Flash in. A little bit of fire on the box. A hair off though. So Kayak staying safe, staying tucked. They might think that it's cleared, and they have. Jing dead immediately. Hellpoints joins in back around here at main. Dimensional drift available for something. Maybe try to get out of a sticky situation. Boombot not going to clear him. However, fires in and is dead to rights. The showstopper point blank. The offset from the blast pack. And Alpha has fully broken open the site. A 2v5 now for Paperrex. You have to beg the question, do you even try to play this one out?
Spike planted.
Ini udah kena outplay sih guys.
Should be a save.
Ini harus dapat momentum tiba-tiba tembak pala terus so.
Economy's gonna be in shambles.
Devi swinging back. Does get the kill onto Kayak. Second layer coming in. Crashies. Trying to swing that corner. He himself low on HP. Has money for the next weapon though. Font gets cleared. Alpha. Coming in off the flank. Being watched at the moment here by Forsaken. Some shots through. The double join up, the paranoia sent, and Alfier now striking.
Ya elah, nembak apa berdua, Cok? Kalah M semua, Cok.
Comes up with a 3K. Fnatic maintain control.
Yeah, just such a good round individually for these players of Fnatic. Kayak there keeps his position hidden. Something falls for the Yoru clone and gets full flashed. Then takes a showstopper to the face. And that blast pack to offset his opponent, Alfier. Phenomenal. Just absolutely brilliant stuff.
Ayo harus lepas dong bro. 25 nih guys. Harus dapat 4 atau 5 guys.
No money here for Paperrex. Only able to get 3 sheriffs for 5 players. Hello?
Kayak, he's just bounding forward. Something. Says thank you very much. Finds the kill there with the classic off the back of the damage from Jing. Right step forward, trying to pull off a Thrifty. Still a lot more work needing to be done as weapons do get exchanged and juggled back. Grenade up over the top. Jing having to back away. Flash goes in. Alpha caught by that from behind.
Satchel out.
Prowler gets the scout. The rest of the K expires. Jing just hovering at 20 health. At the same time, the wraparound from behind getting ready to come through. And I don't think Paperrex are really going to be ready for this at all. Jing now identifying it. Does well to find the 1 kill, but site now gets broken open. Patman with the Sheriff, swooping out. A tap, but it's another 3-piece here for Alpha.
Okay. none of these guns recoverable just yet for something.
If he re-ups into heaven, we'll be able to go ahead and pick one up. Pings are coming down. FNATIC are well aware of this. Bearing in mind what they have left behind. Something able to scavenge. Clone dropping down, cleared. Alpha hit screens. Something trying to watch for a bit of a jiggle peek angle, but Alpha just swoops out, finds the headshot of 4K as FNATIC now get up to 6.
Yeah, just a little bit of damage done here. You know, FNATIC decides to actually challenge this gamble stack from Paperrex, and they lose a lot of players, but still have the firepower and the coordination to get through it with that re-wrap in through ropes. Nice shot from something with the classic at range, but yeah, like you said, Crosshair was well above Alpha's head. He went for the swing and job done.
Gila nih tiga orang FNATIC nyala semua, coy. Paperrex lagi turu anjing.
Kayak aggressive off the rip, trying to take some control. He's going to, at least for now, establish himself.
Walking down.
Oh,
udah mati
A
nih.
very aggressive angle about to be taken here as the Haunt. He wants to go for the peak, but the shot ends up going wide. Does get away scot-free. So they're going to just spam him out. They put him down to 45 HP. Dimensional drip now in play. Kayak clearing the rest of the way.
Kenapa nge-pick begitu ya? Kenapa nge-pick? Coba lihat.
Rachel to save him off. The shorty in hand, the showstopper into the corner, and something is dead. FNATIC continue to read this beautifully. Right out in front of the wall, the Divide going to be taken down. Kayak continuing to try to maintain control, and Forsaken has been left behind.
Yoru tuh begitu, bro. Yoru begitu mainnya, something.
FNATIC in firm control.
This is starting to get scary for Paperrex. They're getting red. And, you know, you've seen this from something before where he likes to play that tight angle. They try to set him up with the Haunt.
Enggak, gue bingung kenapa mapnya diambil map ini, guys. Kenapa dua ini map jelek banget, coba Paperrex kagak main, cok. Kagak ada stratsnya mereka, cok. Kepik-kepik gak jelas doang.
They know exactly where that TP is going to end up. That's where the showstopper goes. And it's just fantastic. And Kayak, absolutely miraculous stuff here. Great flash through. Knows that he's going to be close right into the shorty. And his Yoru has proved to be pivotal. You're going to have to take another timeout already.
You said the importance of finding some success here on the defense.
Jelek banget coba tiba-tiba kayak ngalah gitu, guys. Gak bisa main gitu, guys.
To recover this a bit. 7 racked up here for FNATIC. Makes for a pretty massive deficit that Paperrex find themselves in here at the moment. That's all the more pressure on that attacking side, but right now the concern has to be just the form of the players, the shots that we were seeing getting registered on Sunset. It has not been the same story since that
ascent. Juga tiba-tiba turun, cok. Biasa Pemain pedes banget, cok, di split, cok.
Yep, the momentum is carrying right over. And they are not letting go. I mean, FNATIC is so difficult to read on this map. But now they're able to just challenge Paperrex sometimes. Just beat them at their own game.
Miskin mulu lihat, cok.
And, you know, no ults used
masih
there
mau
for
nge-pick nih,
Paperrex
masih mau
in the
maju.
previous round.
Ngapain coba? Ngapain anjing? Begitu terus cok matinya, cok. Udah tiap round begitu anjing.
Damage going to be suffered here is Alfier immediately dispatches Patman, stops the sheriffs from finding value. And already he can widely start brushing aside the round here.
Mati gitu mulu, cok anjing.
Very much just destined to get themselves at least up to 8. Could be looking at another 9-3 even for that matter. Alfier pounding forward, dealing with Divide, and is technically on for the ace. We'll see if he's going to be able to collect it. Low on HP, and something shuts that down. Gets rid of that.
Ya Allah, karena bro.
Similarly, will immediately be traded back. The follow-up shots, not as crisp. The Prowler hitting the spot. FNATIC are just making this look so damn easy.
Yeah, I mean, if Paperrex can get this up to 4-8, I have some confidence that they can run it back, but 3-9 I think might be too much. Yeah, this is an eco, but you've been on ecos so often here. And now FNATIC getting aggressive, putting those shorties to good use. Kayak, Alpha, Chronicle, double digits for all 3 of those players.
Ini bapuk ini bang, iya cok, kenapa ya?
Happy to watch those players just dominate. Nobody has more than 5 kills on Paperrex. Pit early here for Divide. Trying to lock down mid. Alpha's gonna use the boom.
Ini kita kena mental sih guys, kagak bisa nembak nih gue yakin. Mau nembak juga.
gonna tuck in behind the box. See if PaperX reads this. I mean, so many ults available here for PaperX. This is a must-win round. And you can't let them get into a plant. You can't let Chronicle get there and get that pit down himself.
Right now, Forsaken taking point there at Garage. Sees to try to grab him, backs away quickly. Alpha still lingering right here on the edge of this pit. Even if it's an immediate push forward, that Shorty might not be able to confirm the kill.
Trying to bait with some footsteps there. Tavai not making a noise. Just being patient as he needs to. He needs to not let this position go. But seems like maybe the read gonna be here. Or PaperX, just depends. FNATIC still has some time to make another move if they want.
Prowler to ramp to try to drum up some attention towards that side of the map. Forsaken, however, with the peek, able to spot out Boaster.
Ya elah.
30 seconds left.
No way.
Drifting forward.
Oh,
this
that
is in here like a ship in the night.
Oh my God.
He's gonna be stuck within the pit though now. So no HP to speak of, but he still
Come
gets the
on!
jump. All focus forward. They're on mid. Defy being outdone. The time starting to tick,
Yep.
the pressure mounting, the nightfall to come through, and it all comes down to something. Who's here at backside, holds his own for one. The pop flash over the top, the spike.
Nembak apa something?
Just now being planted with a second to spare.
Udah buta banyak coba kalau tenang dapat 2 itu guys, sumpah.
Miserable for Paperrex. The flank even coming through. Chronicle immediate with the headshot. Forsaken trying to respond, but he cannot. FNATIC absolutely running away with this map once again.
It just does not look comfortable for PaperX. This play style that FNATIC brings, where they make you think they're going to commit to something and then it's quick rotations the other side, but the play from Alpha in the pit is the difference maker. It's something can't afford to have these kind of whiffs in that kind of moment. He's got to be the guy to step up, and he's been so good this event.
Kalau dia kalau dapat pala dia tembak atas kepala udah menang itu guys.
Could not convert.
Kalau buta 2
and
itu.
that just opens the doors there. You can see the frustration.
Teonya udah habis deh kayaknya.
Oh, it absolutely is. The 10 and 2s are so very difficult.
There.
It's only been done a handful of times. Alphier finds the headshot. Patman will be able to trade it back. Cannot collect the weapon. It's a slight reprieve as PaperX at least did not have to be concerned about a showstopper here in the round, but Scratchy's one away from a nightfall. The pit available for a post plant. There's still plenty of ways for FNATIC to turn this into a nightmare.
Nah, gitu
We'll
dong.
be able to find the headshot. So one more of those ultimates now gone. Dimensional drift will come through. Clears out A main. I'm gonna be spotted there. Sights now turned down in towards sewers. It's a good amount of information grabbed here for PaperX. Knowing the lion's share players are gonna be operating in around mid as well as the B site. Finds Kayak.
Need that back. Last player standing.
Nice. Ya tadi main gitu nama.
Another one of these rounds. Feels like PaperX just so much suffering building up. They give themselves a pretty clean round win. It's 9-3
juga Cok, parah Cok.
once more.
Jelek banget Cok defense-nya
As we get
sumpah.
ready to come back from the halftime, PaperX are going to be looking at an absolute must-win pistol.
Tapi gue gak yakin, gue sih masih percaya. Tapi kayaknya kalau udah nge-tilt gini susah guys menangnya juga pas attack. Lagi kalah M, mereka kalah M. Menarik lagi panas. Batman juga lagi nggak nembak, Batman nggak nembak. Jing juga nggak nembak banget ya. Something biasa aja gitu guys. Gue tuh udah ngeliat guys, PaperX tuh harus dari awal tuh harus darder. Emang nggak bisa, dia tuh udah sempet bau tuh susah guys. Nggak terlalu yakin gue guys. Soalnya udah nge-tilt banget ya nembaknya Cok. Kalau dapat momentum 3 round dapat bonus gas bisa. Tapi kalau misalnya udah pistol udah kalah udah ente. Lagi nge-tilt ya mereka guys, lagi nggak bisa nembak mereka aja. Kelihatan banget getar tembakannya. Terus reaction time-nya kurang gitu. Stage 2 udah hari Senin Selasa gitu. Oke, bisa sih, bisa. Kita let's see aja, let's see. Semoga bisa guys ya. Fnatic mau balas dendam bang. Iya kayaknya guys, kemarin diambil piala masternya langsung balas dendam bro di EWC guys. KTM guys, KTM. Ya, masa kunci kita belum dihancurin berarti ya, kunci kita ya? Kalau juara 3, perebutan juara 3 kuncinya masih dihancurin nggak?
And it's going to be a long road ahead if Paperrex is going to make any kind of comeback. Fans looking for the curse. But I don't know, FNATIC just looks
juara
like
satu doang yang punya kunci guys, itu taruh di piala ntar.
Their map control is absolutely brilliant.
Kira 8643 bro.
Through the roof, 15 kills apiece.
Ini kalah pure kalah MC bro.
In that first half. It's exactly what you needed.
Paint shell the main, but all the pressure coming through here at ramp. Boaster, paint shell right there at his feet. Jing just gets a freebie as he tries to set up a concuss, but there's no way to try to counter swing off of this one. So FNATIC just get a one and done. Start rotating back across. No real way to try to go for the peak. Sight firmly in control here for Paperrex. The start that he needed, but it's not done yet. FNATIC have shown that they are capable of being miracle workers.
Interesting TP setup from something. Right in the corner.
Tries to fake it, but obviously FNATIC, that early info, pushing further forward than they might have expected. Sees over towards elbow, the haunt, cleared out. Fire squad going to be set up, but the kills looking damn good here for the side of FNATIC as Crash G's going to be the last one standing. Low on HP, Forsaken will be able to find him, gets a 3K, and gets the pistol that is so desperately needed.
Okay, you can breathe a momentary sigh of relief if you're a Paperrex fan, but they still have a ton of work to do. This one, you know, exactly, oh, yes?
So you don't even really get to do that.
No, you never do with this team.
The last pistol that they won, they lost the next round.
That's true. That's a really good point, but I want to highlight the differences in play style. You know, FNATIC in their opening pistol round is sending out a gate crash early to the other side of the map, moving back and forth. It's just a death ball for Paperrex to get onto that A site and plant their feet. Majority of the forces here going to be over on the other side of the map, though. Quick rotations off that contact from FNATIC. A couple players hold, actually just Alpha shifting. Paperrex there. Any contact they found, they were going to rotate off of. They're looking for that gamble stack. They might be guessing correctly, though.
They are. They rotate back. Boaster will repivot. Gets himself out onto the A rafter. It's Kayak now, starting to make the pilgrimage over. Shorty hand, Prowler not spotting the bounce. Blast back forward, rather, as Shorty shots do manage to confirm one. Patman going to be taken down. Poster does get traded, though. 4 players left alive. Kayak with the Sheriff. Lion's share of the work going to be here on his shoulders and cannot find the shot to take down something. Divide on the flank. Catching Alpha here. It's looking like it's going to be damn near flawless here.
Nice.
There's Paperrex.
Okay.
Start in the half. Can they get a bonus conversion? Get that, you start feeling a bit more comfortable.
Absolutely. Okay, so as we like to say about Paperrex, track by track. Need to get these rounds going, and they do a nice job here. Reacting quickly to Boaster's hidden position, same one he took previously. Able to get one.
Nembak badan guys.
Hear the fans in the background.
Ku berjalan. Gila Jason top frag lagi bro.
Rooting for Paperrex here at the moment. And at the very least, wanting to see a rally back here. Is Alpha trying to offset that?
He does.
Yeah, doesn't get right there, doesn't block off Heaven. It's a very nice little header to hit. Chronicle at the same time. To take a shot from the Outlaw, but survives due to the full armor.
Kayak gonna hold this tight angle. Something with an Outlaw. lot of the players going to be weak to it.
The peak was about to come through. Boaster jiggling. Stops going for it. Sucked in a much safer position now for the Yoru. Counter swing can't come in, but it doesn't matter because Forsaken's going to be the one getting taken down. Pre-fire from Boaster. Gate crash still going to be sent. Just there at the front of the default plant corner. It looks like something going to want to try to play off a bit of the chaos, a bit of the attention drawn in towards heaven. Has the gate crash cleared out.
30 seconds left.
3 players here. Clear, coming through. Kayak back into the same position. Jing this time able to find him. Stinger gonna be set up at Jing over the top. Finding the 1 kill. Alpha Air looking for a little bit more, but it's only gonna be good for the 1. And suddenly, player advantage there.
10
Certainly
seconds
run
left.
the clock down, but
Spike
still
planted.
plenty to spare. It's the spike now in play.
Nice low there.
Crashes, as mentioned prior, just the 10 health to speak of for this Viper. It's a lot more pressure here on Crashy's shoulders. He tries to isolate, but misses the first opportunity. The back away, the safe call being made. Paperrex, they're gonna get themselves this bonus conversion. Three rounds separating. As they start to heat up here on the attack.
Unbelievable. I wasn't sure if the bounce back was going to happen, but Paperrex seemingly beginning to make the charge. Still one more player. Still Kron outside of Ramen. Not sure if they're going to push any further forward to try to clear that. Doesn't seem like it.
Kenapa nih penontonnya guys? Seru sendiri guys.
I think we're going to be able to get both of those guns carried over.
Bisa.
2 big friends across the stage from each other with a lot of respect. Boaster and Forsaken duking it out here.
Well, outside of the game.
Yeah.
They're not within it. I mean, remember the knife kill on the first map?
Yeah. No doubt about it. But let's see if Boaster can start to get a read here on the Paperrex. They're tough to deal with. Sometimes even if you know what's coming, you can't stop it because these coordinations they have with their util so good, and if Jing gets heated up, it could be a difference maker.
Absolutely. Forsaken able to find 1. Chronicle second out of 3 layers in mid. They do manage to find the punish. Something going to be held at bay as the Seas comes through. Chronicle quickly re-wrapping back across through the fence. Some free fire damage. Does take Crashies down to 61.
Yeah,
Kayak on a very monstrous timing right now. No one watching behind. Devi sights up towards the ramp. Now caught. The remainder here of Paperrex contained within the site, needing to fight their way out of this one as Boaster does get spotted in heaven. He's going to join in with Chronicle. Look to try to pressure out screens. Just a single flash here in hand as the Prowler spots onto 1. Back online. Flash connecting, font reveal onto Patman. Paperrex is cleared out, but Jing with a kill. Looking for a little bit more. Showstopper going to be drawn out. Kayak there around the corner needs to try to pick his poison. But he destroys himself in the process. Easy breezy defuse for Kayak. Close but no cigar. Some damage dealt, but ultimately FNATIC reached double digits.
And Kayak is going to be the difference maker in this round. It's that loss of Forsaken in mid that opens up the map for him, and Paperrex doesn't have the wherewithal to identify at how quickly he was going to be able to take that space. And it's Boaster getting a bunch of damage into Jing as he's blast packing up, and he was just close enough to the showstopper that it gets him.
Jing and the fans there in disbelief.
There.
Something with an op.
The economy's still in a stable enough position to try to go ahead and get this one going. So it's going to see if he can shut down some of this early aggression out of a main. Quick peek, finds it, the flick down. It's sort of Alpha Air, but had not seen Crashies, but it looks like it doesn't matter.
Okay, we are back. Pelan-pelan.
Quickly trades it back. Paperrex right back on the horse. It's the pop of the dupe. The slide down from Boaster.
Nice.
Hadn't seen Forsaken. Does barely manage to come away with that kill.
Last player standing.
Nice.
Kayak now drops. Just Chronicle left standing and something. Well, he said, ooh, operated for something. He puts it to damn good use.
Love to see it. Again, those duelists for Paperrex need to get fired up. They need to get engaged, and you're starting to see it. Jinging something coming alive in very different ways. Love the change up here from Forsaken. Take a little bit of B main control, immediately pivot into mid to cut off that rotation, that potential flank angle that Boaster might be trying to create. It's good adjustment round to round.
Any
For
other
Paperrex,
gun.
yeah.
Any other gun, Boaster gets that kill.
Yep.
And that could
Okay,
certainly be the
slowly,
tipping point, but
round by
very nice
round.
opting here for something to secure a flawless round. Fans starting to believe. Timeout call has been made from FNATIC, not liking how close Paperrex is getting now. Coaches wanting to give some advice here.
You got to be considering the dimensional drift here from something. He just got it online after that round, so that's something that really needs to be talked about. How you're going to counter that. Very, very important piece of the puzzle. You know, how are you going to play these fallback positions potentially? You might just have to cede some space over to Paperrex and play for retake. Something like that. I mean, Kayak does have his, so you can kind of do that. You can kind of play that, wait out that ultimate, and then use it yourself potentially. It is going to be an eco though, so maybe not this round. Maybe you just kind of cede this one over. Now you're kind of in
Gila,
that
Kayak 2-1 bro.
rock, paper, scissors games
Goddamn.
of, or that chicken game of ultimates. Does Paperrex even feel like they need to use it in this round? Toxic screen there. Try to cover this advance, but no doubt about what they're doing. Can FNATIC stop it? Just a TP out there for Kayak.
Forces the exit.
Grenade!
HL over the top. He's going to be a little bit late. Chronicle just now jumping on top of the box.
Aduh, udah kasih, jangan ngepick terus diri, bangsat lah.
Be protected. Kayak trying to scale
Diambil
forward,
senjata dong.
but they're just going to abandon it and allow this to be grabbed.
Nice
No,
fight.
Defy stays planted, finds the kill. They
Aduh,
get
gak mati,
even more
anjing.
crash. He's down
Nice.
so very low and eventually dealt with. Boaster trying to see
dapat
what he
OP,
can
Boaster,
get.
cok.
Will be that operator in hand. And try to utilize that for Alfier. Seems like he wants to just try to find whatever damage he can get.
That's a showstopper.
If he can find one, the likelihood. Boaster's still a ways away. The time starting to tick down. Snappy for the headshot. Suddenly, showstopper becomes a bit more likely, but now tagged to 13. Just wants to try to take all the weapons out of their hands that he can possibly get, but will not be able to find much more. Patman, Forsaken, making their exits. Will rotate out. Can they get the safety? The answer is no for Patman, no for Forsaken. Boaster on the angle. Ensures that they carry nothing forward. Overall, good damage dealt here.
OP lagi
As
coy
they
itu,
get
cok.
the op to boot. Paperrex still get closer.
Yeah, even though you win that round, that's not a good eco for Paperrex. You cede way too much over to FNATIC.
Gila, Fajar tajam amat anjing.
You'll take every round you can get at this point, but giving that op, it's going to be put in Kayak's hands. They have a showstopper, they have a cosmic divide. So many tools to either just stop a hit, play for retake. Time to jump. Every option you could ever want.
Gonna be a fast hit by the looks of it. They're losing out on the op. There's something, just gonna have that Vandal. Spot onto one. Those are gonna be noted. Showstopper now coming out here from Alfier. Drops down into the grab well, lobs it. Something
Nice,
dead.
nice threat.
No other recourse, no other exit strategy. And Kayak holding, has the op in hand. Finds one.
Aduh.
Chronicle now. Bailing him out as Kayak finds another.
Ya Allah, itu nggak
Gets
dimati,
himself a
Cok.
third as well. The shutdown swift and just
anjing.
from FNATIC. They break the run back. Paperrex once again going to be at risk.
Something nggak ada TP
Brilliant
kembali
stuff
ya.
here. You could not find Alfier off of that dimensional drift. All you know about is Boaster. Paperrex opts to go
Gara-gara
for it
OP-nya
anyway.
dia nih anjing.
Something there into the back of sight, nowhere for him to go, no TP available. So he pays the price. A great clone to set up the op, a good flash to buy himself some more time, and to set up Chronicle to bail him out. The reveal
Apaan
from
itu,
the
Cok?
haunt, and that is quick from Kayak.
Absolutely disgusting. So op's still going to be retained. And yes, they get the showstopper out, but the dimensional drift is traded. Kayak still has one of his own in case he gets into a dicey situation. And Cosmic Divide is also there, so FNATIC can try to play back. We've seen the setups before. Make that cubby back a site, flash out, and mow them down. Nightfall at the ready.
It's a gamble. If you did that Nightfall without any info,
Face your fear!
Sends it out.
Masih
Kayak
dapat,
lingers
anjing.
around for a little bit longer. Finds the opening kill. Jing going to be taken down. Timing shot attempt. The scale forward, Forsaken. Control over screens, but again, the Cosmic Divide still there to try to disrupt the Dimensional Drift, able to play off the back of it, but now the pit is going to be invested. Locking off screen and elbows as Kayak goes exploring forward, finds one. The Cubby there, crashes, stops Patman from getting into position.
Ya, udah.
Cannot be found.
Aduh, itu bagus banget ultinya, coy. Itu ultinya si ini.
A flawless retake. FNATIC get themselves up to match point.
You can't play it any better than that. Kayak absolutely brilliant to get the one, get out, use his Dimensional Drift to set up his teammates again. The Nightfall of the Cosmic Divide to confirm Paperrex's economy was not good coming out of this round.
Kajak lagi panas juga, Cok.
Brilliant from the Yoru, and he comes alive and is shutting Paperrex out of split.
Mereka udah ini sih guys, udah kalah apa sih? Kalah strats juga guys, sama kalah nembak sih.
Has to be
One more round.
4 in a row.
Kayaknya nggak
Force the
nembak.
overtime. Half armors across the board. A pit now in mid. The op still there. Otherwise, both teams ultless. The pit may
Gak masih mau dimasukin sih, nggak tahu lagi ya. Batman biasa kenceng di split, Cok.
Boaster's just
Kurang gini guys.
layering in the Astra utility right outside of B. So if Paperrex tries to go through there, he's going to have a ton of ability to stall and delay. Immediately, that orb tap, Jing one away. Trying to find a way to secure a showstopper, to maybe be a difference maker. Gonna need another kill. Paperrex, gonna let the time tick for a bit. This is pretty well read. Crashies was already on his way over.
Terus di flash itu. Backside-nya.
It's gonna be difficult. Something on the other side of the map though. Not seeing a damn thing. Making a ton of noise here though. Trying to sell a bit of a fake to see if he can pull a rotation. FNATIC standing firm.
30 seconds left.
Closed.
That op now, a problem. Kayak has something.
Always has been. The
Ya
side
elah,
forward
nembak
Jing
apa,
just
Cok?
cannot align the Guardian shots. It's all starting to very much crumble. Boaster, the spam, finding one, Forsaken. Only finding Alpha Air. As Boaster looks to bring this one over the line. Couldn't get it done in Toronto, but they'll get it done here at EWC. FNATIC
Atau mau apa yang ambil ini guys?
Paperrex 2-1 and advance forward into the grand final.
How sweet it
Oke guys,
must
kita
be.
udahan dulu guys. Thank you guys. Jelek banget, Cok. 2 map terakhir jelek banget mainnya guys. Oke, thank you guys. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Kita besok masih main lagi guys. Satu match lagi. Perebutan juara 3 ya guys. Alright. Terima kasih teman-teman semua. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Ntar malam kota ya. Oke, terima kasih guys. See you and bye-bye. Papi. Burik gini guys. Katem. Babi.